All right, so you guys are in the Iron Will nightclub. You guys got in, and
I'll just
there.
leave this out the way for now.
Sure. There
Sorry.
are Maelstrom everywhere. As this is a Maelstrom hangout, you knew that that's what it was going to be. There's Maelstrom hanging out at this table, a large group of them. A large group of them hanging out at this table. It's kind of hard to see what's going on in the VIP area. But if you had to guess, there might be Maelstrom there. There are some, like, normal corpos, hanging out, just trying to enjoy their time. Some Night City University students, especially on the dance floor there. You got the music bumping and people dancing to DJ Gorgon.
Well,
and everyone's having a really good time. So, it's just a good time over here at the nightclub. Everyone's having a great time, and you guys are in the mix.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Can I not see the VIP area? Or can I?
You can try to, you can try to, walk by and take a peek inside. There is a bouncer on each side. There's one here and one here guarding the VIP area, and they look pretty serious. But you can take a peek if you maybe walk over here. You know what I mean?
I think last time we tried to get schematics up of the building. Have those come through yet? Who's getting those?
Yeah. We managed
getting those, or was Darby and Slink? It was Darby and Slink getting those.
I'll send that through to everybody's agents if they need to peruse it. But I think we found that out, and we also found that there was numerous violations with NCPD for serving to underage.
Yeah, this area down here is an illegal add-on to the building. So I'm guessing every Eddie I have, that arm, that cyber arm we need, is in here. Like, this is the area.
So you have the schematics, and we figure it's probably similar somewhere in that general area. Eris is going to try to search for an access point.
Okay. So what I need you to do is roll your interface. There is a ability called Scanner, I believe is what it's called. It's your interface plus 1d10, which your interface should be a 4 at character creation. So 1d10 plus 4, which, by the way, just get used to that roll. That's what a netrunner rolls at all times, is 1d10 plus 4. So give me a roll of a 1d10 plus 4, and let's see if you can find an access point.
Yep, 1 second. Let me just grab a d10 out of my dice bag.
Yeah.
Which is elsewhere.
Shall we, whilst she's doing that, that's going to take a couple of seconds. I don't want to stand at the bar like, Billy No Mates, thinking that everyone's going to be looking at us. So maybe we should go mingle, do something.
Well, there's a pool table unattended over on the...
Yeah, I'm looking at there. Yeah, there's 2 girls playing pool on one side.
On the right side, yeah.
Yeah, I want to go on the right-hand side because that's where the room we want to get to is. So maybe we move over there.
Right.
Yeah, so...
I just realised you're on the other side of the table, so I'm thinking this is...
The lefts and the rights are reversed.
Yeah, depending where
I might
go have a look.
I'm going to go there and do like the UK staple of like putting a few eddies down on the table to show we're next. So, we got a reason for being around here. And while I'm here, I want to look for if there's any access way to that back room. I know there's a door over here. How do I cut it? Do I just double click to ping something?
Tab. You just tap tab.
Oh, tab.
Yeah.
I rolled an 8.
Yeah.
All right.
So I know there's like a door there. So like I'm gonna look around, see what's going on.
Okay. So first things first, with the scanner of an 8, from your current position, Eris, where are you? You're right there. It's looking like there's an access point northeast from your current location, pointing towards the office in maybe the northeastern part of the office.
Okay. So north is the side that North and I are on.
Somewhere over here. You see the line?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting a ping on your cyber deck that's pointing an arrow in this direction. And of course, it's a cartoon arrow that looks like a snake, because that's what netrunners do.
Oh, yeah.
And it's pointing in this direction somewhere.
Cool.
And then as you guys pass by this table over here, you see a group of Maelstrom just hanging out, drinking, having a good time.
Right.
and they kind of eye you as you pass by, and some of them lick their cyber teeth looking at you, and try to size you up and try to figure out like where you're from, you know, because it doesn't really, you don't scream Night City University students, but you know, nevertheless, they're a little bit busy. It sounds like they're all talking to each other, and there's something important going on tonight.
Yeah.
I just on the way past is just flicking my finger, going like, "Hey," you know, like kind of a thing, and then carry on. So I smile, carry on moving.
Give them the finger guns.
Hey boys.
Hey, so I'm gonna hang around. So as we're waiting for the pool table, I'm gonna make like a loud like, yeah, we'll play pool in a sec, no worries. Any of you guys want another drink? All right, cool. I'm just gonna like stand around the table, see if I can listen in on what they're saying, if there's anything big going down. Because if I've heard that on the way past, I definitely want to know if there's any other way into the back room there.
Okay, give me a perception check at a -1 because it's just so loud in there. It's really hard to hear. Yep. Any closer? D10 plus whatever your perception base is, which is, I believe, is it intelligence
11.
or cool?
It's perception is his own thing. Intelligence 11, not my
Okay.
thing. My base is 11.
Okay, there you go. 11
D10.
plus D10.
Boom. 14.
All right, with the 14, you could barely make it out. You're hearing like, you know, are you ready? Job. You know, all of us, some of us. You know, those are the kind of words that you're hearing. You're not hearing like the full details of exactly what's going on. But there's like, you know, low-level guys look like they're asking like the higher-level guys, like, you know, what's exactly going to happen, what's going on. And that's about it. You can't really make out details from it.
The one thing I'm gleaning from what you said is that there's something going on. Our job is going on, so they wouldn't be doing it here. This is the base off, the jump-off point, right? This is where everyone's going to meet to do it. So they're getting ready to move out with something. I hope it's not that arm. I'm going to pass that. I'm standing next to Darby. I'm going to pass that information along to him. And then if Doc, are you on the way as well? You're around us?
Yeah.
I know
he was already heading towards the Maelstrom group.
So I'm going to put my arm around each of you and say, oh, yeah, you know, we're going to have a good time. And then I'm going to pull you in and say, okay, it sounds like they're doing a job. I think this is the jump-off point. I don't think they're doing it here. So I hope the job isn't transporting our goods, isn't transporting our Eurodyne arm, all right? So keep your eyes peeled.
Good.
This is
I'm gonna keep watching the pool table, kind of like as I'm kind of, you know, just taking a look and seeing how the game's going.
Yeah. So
you know, I assume there's other cues we could kind of grab, like if you're like kind of, you know, getting ready to play or sizing up the cues, so I can be closer to the jack-in point without looking like I'm, you know, standing here for no reason.
Yeah, sure. You're still far away from the jack-in point. Your cyber deck is letting you know that you're not close enough. But also, these two women that are playing pool, they're kind of like looking at you guys like, you know, what's so important about us, kind of thing. But at the same time, it's not uncommon for people to watch a pool game, you know, especially if they're gonna play next. So, you know, as long as you guys keep like a safe distance away from them, they're not suspicious. But as you guys are walking this way, Doc, from where you are, right as you're walking past, one of the Maelstrom that's sitting down kind of does a double take, looks at you, stops and puts his hand on your chest and says, whoa, hold on 1 second there.
What's up, Shum?
You're Doc, right? You got the bleeding heart, right? The clinic?
Glad to hear my business is making the rounds.
Nice. Hey, it's me, Lefty. You remember? You gave me this new cyberarm right here. And he flashes
Of course.
a cyberarm in front of you.
Is it his right arm?
sweet, dude. Not sweet.
Lefty, how's it treating you?
No, it's good. You did a great job, Doc. I gotta tell you, I'm impressed with your work, you know? Just a little bit of expensive, if you know what I mean.
New chrome is always expensive, Jim.
Roll me a concentration to try to remember what this guy's talking about. You're thinking Lefty, Maelstrom, you know.
Concentration.
Hmm.
Okie dokes.
Just take
D10,
us out
right?
of the moment for a bit. Chat, is everything sounding all right? I'll
Oh,
come back in a sec.
that will be in total 14.
All right, with the 14, you vaguely remember working on a maelstrom named Lefty. The only reason you remember is because his left arm was gone, and they called him Lefty. So you're like, oh, okay, so this is like the important arm, I guess, for this guy. And you did a good job, but you seem to remember that you put a pretty mid-level cyber arm on him that shouldn't have been expensive. You don't remember charging like a crazy amount. It was pretty middle of the road, so it's like a little bit of a head scratcher for you why he's saying it's so expensive.
Man was
Just-
looking for discounts.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what to say to him.
Well, you know, Chum, listen, like, you know, prices are prices, you know, it is what it is, I understand, but some of the other boys, they, you know, I couldn't recommend you to them. I'm just telling you, maybe you got to think about your pricing.
Yeah. Just GM, do I source the Chrome or do they bring it to me and say I need this installed?
It depends. If you have it, you have it. If you don't, then you tell them like, "Hey, I don't have it. Go get it, bring it, and then I'll fix you up." But you know, you do have a little bit of a supply because of some fixers that you have.
Okay. And I would know what I would have had in stock. If this really is an expensive piece of cyberware, I would know if I'd remember having any of this in stock.
Yeah, this is such a common cyberarm that you had like plenty of them. You had like 5 or 6 of them. You just picked one from the bunch. You know what I mean? And so that's why it's just not making sense that he's saying that it was expensive.
And they transfer the funds to me directly. It doesn't go through like a Rata or anyone like that.
Good thing you remembered. It went straight through Arata first. You remember sometimes Arata's the middleman. So you tell your price to Arata gets the money and pays you. And so you're now putting it together that maybe Arata told this guy something.
All right. I'll say, you know what, Shum? I think there might have been a misunderstanding or miscalculation in that pricing. How about next time you come to me, 50% off? I'll sort you out.
50%. All right, Chum. I'll take that deal. Yeah. Wait, so you're saying there's a little discrepancy with the pricing? Are you telling me that rat from the Tiger Claws did me dirty?
I'm starting to think that, but I have no proof. I need to go and dig deep, but I want you to know I'm good. I'm solid. I'm gonna look after you, Chum.
Well, shit, Chum, I appreciate that. But if I get my hands on that Tiger Claw, I'm telling you, I'm ripping him to pieces. Anyway, well, it was good
A lot of
seeing
guys though seem around here. Are you guys doing a job tonight or something?
Oh, well, you know, we can't really talk about it. As you said that, like, the other maelstroms kind of look at him, and he looks at them and says, like, yeah, we can't really talk about that, Chum, you know what I mean?
Feel you. Well, you have a good night.
Yeah, you too, Doc. Have a good one. And then he
Tip
goes
my
and
cap
sits.
and
Yeah, he sits back at his table and just starts chatting and kind of like points at you like as he's talking to them, and then they nod their head like, oh, okay.
As I see like the dock get held up by them guys, I would have sort of meandered over to just like almost like on his shoulder just to make sure things aren't going south. And as they're discussing, can I sort of analyze the arm and does it seem particularly interesting, the cyber arm he has, or is it just upper end tech really?
Roll me a cyber tech roll.
Okay.
Darby's got suspicions about where this arm
Cyber
is.
tech is 12, so I zoom out so I can roll it on here. So D10.
D10 plus 12.
is an 8 plus 12, so 20.
20, yeah. You've seen this cyberarm before. It's a constitutional arm, cyberarm. It's very middle of the road. You can buy 2 get 1 free is like a special you'll see with them all the time. And but this one looks modified. You're not sure if Doc did it or who did it. Doc, you would know that you didn't do it. But it was modified to have some kind of hidden compartments within it that expose something, like something pops out of them, and it's like from multiple points.
So like storage or are we talking like armaments?
There's only one way to know, is if you open it up. You know what I mean?
Hopefully we don't find out.
No, I just don't want like a load of rockets to pop out of this sort of thing.
I don't think anybody wants that.
Okay.
It's not preferable.
That quells my sort of suspicion.
Yeah, it could very well be rockets.
I'll back away from.
It could be a hidden compartment where he puts his money. It could be whatever. It's a compartment that's hidden in his cyberware. So
I'm taking it you couldn't fit another cyberarm in that compartment because that would be
awesome.
A cyberarm within a cyberarm.
Another cyberarm.
Cyberpsycho.
Cyberarm.
Cyberarms all the way down.
Arms all the way down.
Oh man.
Right, can I check out this back door eventually?
Yeah.
I'm
Before
getting prescient for time because I don't want these dudes to just fuck off with an arm.
after my conversation, I would have gone straight to Teddy.
Yeah,
and I would have.
I'll just be on your shoulder really as we go back over them.
I would be Theodore. That
I'm gonna
snake
keep
is overcharging my customers and skimming off the top.
Doc, what did I say? I've warned you for months, dude. I've warned you for months that this guy's a fucking rat. That's why it's in his name. He's a rat. He's an absolute rat. And what we are doing here, like, we need to get this thing. We need to get the fuck out of here.
I don't even think we should do this job anymore for this guy. This is only if this comes back to me, it's just gonna hurt my clientele.
Listen, dude, I know this is not great for you. This is not a great situation we're in. Can you hear the vibe in here? It's ridiculous. Like there's all of these dudes, they don't know what the fucking style is, and the music taste is the pits. But the thing is, we need the money, Choom. Like we're not here for this ain't no charity, right? Yeah, you've said it yourself. Like that guy's skimming off the top of your business. How long can you make your rent for? How long can I make my rent for? I mean, Darby's fine. He lives in a fucking hole in the ground, but everybody else, right? We got lives, man. We got lives, and this thing, I'm telling you, it's beyond this door. We get in there, we get out, nice and quiet. No bloodshed, no bullets, nothing. I just want to get in here, get the arm, and get the fuck out again. That's all.
But yeah, if this goes
In and
south,
out, quick
it's not
adventure.
gonna be good.
Half an hour max. I promise.
Yeah, and Teddy, while he was having the conversation with the Maelstrom, you took a look at that door, and it's just a closed door. You don't know if it's locked. I mean, you'd assume it's locked, but it's a closed door with a doorknob. And it says employees only.
And there's no bouncer at all?
No bouncer.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Slink, is there any way you can get into the cameras of this? We're all together, by the way. I'm not shouting this across the bar. Is there any way you can like get into the cameras and like see what's in the room, or maybe have a little look through, see what we're looking at in here? If the arm was in there, I know it was added from the plans you showed me illegally to the building. If the arm was in there, they'd have goons on the door, and there's no goons there. I don't want to bust in there, all cylinders firing and look like I've got my dick in my hands, Well, more than I normally do, but anyway.
Slink gives him a wry look at that one, but is actively going to keep actively moving towards this, like slowly moving to this corner, kind of like she's jamming to the music. Am I close enough to this access point at this point?
From there, it says you are close, but not close enough.
So it might actually have to be. And is it looking
Guys,
like it's
why don't
probably
we dance
inside the room or
Why don't we
towards the
dance around
kitchen?
her to give her some cover? Why don't you dance around her so you can actually get up to the access point?
Yeah,
It
well,
might be weird, like not being on the dancing floor and dancing in like
Yeah.
our own little corner.
I mean, look, the music's loud throughout the nightclub. You know, if you're just dancing in the corner, yeah. But if you're like bobbing your head and just like moving around, grooving, that's
Yeah.
like totally normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Groove.
yeah,
Let's do it, groove.
as you're edging closer, Eris, the access point is starting to like faintly connect to you. It's either under this this couch right here in the VIP section, or it's behind that wall somewhere over there. But as you're getting closer, you're kind of attracting the attention of some Maelstrom gangers that are kind of looking your way like
Oh
that.
shit.
And they're like,
Okay.
like, what's up? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna kind of sort of slump against the wall a little bit, like not like full to the ground, but like I've had a bit too much, but I'm still drinking.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
So I'm gonna try to look like I'm just trying to take a minute to, you know, because I'm starting to feel the booze, but I'm like trying to keep partying.
From what direction are these gangers at? Like,
Say it again.
because I would intentionally try to obstruct their view, like sort of, like directly in between her and the gangers.
Well, as you guys are getting close there, I mean, they're already looking in your direction. They see all of you, like, kind of crowding around the area. It's looking a little bit more and more suspicious. But Eris being drunk...
Back the fuck off.
Yeah, but
Straight away.
Eris being drunk, maybe you're taking care of her or something. But you are, as you get closer, you start hearing the click-clack of firearms, magazines going into firearms. You hear them counting ammo. You don't really see everything because it's kind of closed off. There, you know, it's a little bit private. It's not as open as you see it right now. But you're hearing things in the background as people are preparing weaponry.
Oh, from
Is it
like the
someone-
VIP section.
Yeah,
Can I,
from
like-
the VIP.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Can I head over to Slink and be like, hey, are you okay? Like, do you want to sit down? You all right? And I put my hand on the shoulder, like, hey, yeah, like I'm concerned. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, this is not chill.
I'm just gonna kind of like gesture towards like the goggles a bit, and then so am I close enough in this corner to connect?
No.
Okay, so we're gonna have to go into the VIP, is what you're saying.
There's
Yeah,
someone
okay.
guarding the VIP section. Like, do they have a bouncer or something? Like,
Yeah, the bouncer's
Yeah,
on
they
this
did.
side though. So that side it's kind of like cordoned off. You can hop over like a little barrier to get into the VIP,
okay.
but it's maybe the height of your shoulder.
Okay.
Okay.
Just before we go forward, can we get a lay of the land of this like guy that's sitting alone? He's not like Adam Smasher just sat here or something, is it? Like he's just a. Because I know we're having these sort of private conversations right near this guy.
Yeah, no,
I
this
was also
guy.
wondering.
This guy is. Give me a perception check.
No, perception is 12.
It is actually Adam Smasher.
He was supposed to be dead. It turns out he's alive.
What's left of him? Yeah. Oh,
Oh no, a one
the
is
one.
bad.
So I keep rolling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
roll
and you
again.
roll again. I
And you
learned this
subtract.
last time.
Oh shit, we're dead. We're dead.
Critical failure. All right. So
then
6
a
minus
6, and then-
whatever.
I've got 12 base.
So
6.
13 with the 1 minus
Ew.
6 is 17 or 7.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah, with the 7, you see a man in a black leather jacket with his face down on the table and a bunch of empty beer bottles around him.
No, okay.
But you know, you don't know what he's affiliated with. You don't know if he's asleep. You don't know if he's awake.
Some dude.
Yeah, Darby would consider him to be fairly safe, so he wouldn't investigate anymore.
Can I walk around to? I see the bouncer on the other side. So we can't approach from this angle because we'd be climbing over the barrier.
Yeah.
And that's just gonna,
I'll do that.
So I'm gonna walk straight around onto the dance floor, and I'm just going to enter in like Caesar returning to the Senate after conquering Gaul. It's like, that kind of shit. And yeah, I'm gonna party there for a bit, and then just look over to the bouncer. It's like, hey, Chum, hey, the vibe seems really cool in there. How do I get in?
Roll a conversation.
Alrighty.
There you go.
Come on, this should be your forte.
It should be. Conversation 12. Alrighty. So D10 plus 12.
It's a good start. Don't roll a 1.
Boom.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say
That is
that.
what did I get?
18
plus 12, so 18.
All right. Yeah, with an 18, the bouncer kind of like glances at you, and he says, "Yeah, sorry, Chum. This VIP area is not vacant at the moment. It's occupied, but it looks like they'll be done here pretty soon. If you want to book the VIP area, it's 1,000 eddies bottle service, or 700 eddies, and you don't get any bottles."
Okay, I'm gonna say, listen, Chum, like, I got my girl here with me, and she's finding the vibe kind of off right now, and I really want to impress her. Is there any way I can just buy you a beer? We can call it even. I can just get in there. I only want to like sit down for like 20 minutes to show them I'm a high roller. Then we'll be out of here. We'll be out of here. We're gonna go. But like Maelstrom's the shit, dude. Like I love you guys. I come here all the time. This is my jam. And if she finds it lame, then I may have to kick it to the curb. But at least I want to show her the good stuff before I have to make that decision.
Roll me a persuasion.
Hey, let's do that. I think I'm plus 11. Yeah.
Big money.
Don't shoot me, please.
No promises.
15.
15. All right. 15 versus his. I can't accept that, Chu. I'm sorry. It's not going to work out that way. I do appreciate it. Maybe if you knew somebody in the club, but I can't just give you a VIP section. Look, best I could do is take $100 off of it, so it's 600 for the bottle for the VIP area.
All right, how about this? When do you get off your shift? You on all night?
Yeah, up till 3 a.m.
3 a.m. Cool. Do you know when those guys are going to be leaving? So there's actual space in there. I don't want to step on anyone's toes. You know what I mean?
Well, he kind of like glances over his shoulder, looks back. Looks like they're almost about done. So I'd say give it about 5-10 minutes and they'll be out of here.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I can get table service and stuff. How about, I tell you what, are you allowed to drink on the job? This is Maelstrom after all, you know what I mean? I'd like to buy you a beer.
Yeah, true. I can drink on the job.
All right, tell you what, you knock off another 200, and that bottle service, you can join us at our table and we can have a good time. I think it'd do my rep some good to see me around some guy like you. Look at what you're packing here, right?
I don't know. Buy me that beer and I'll consider it.
I will do. All right, I'll literally go and buy him a beer. I'll go and get him a beer and come back.
Okay.
There you go.
So yeah, he'll grab that beer from you and he'll chug a little bit, and give me a perception check while he's doing that.
Okay, perception. He's just gonna suck me right in the mouth, isn't it? Let's go with 11. 19.
Yeah, okay. With the 19, you kind of peek over his shoulder and you see like these guys are packing heat. They're getting ready for a big job. You see assault rifles, shotguns, grenades, bandoliers of ammunition. These guys are going into something heavy, something big. You don't see a briefcase with them, nothing like of the sort.
Dude, I'm thinking this is not arm. This is something unrelated. There wouldn't be for this arm. Like, not all this. This is crazy. Not all this. This is something else. All right, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say to this guy, not to put you on the spot, but what's your name, dude? To the bouncer.
Stacks.
All right, Stacks. I'm gonna get my friends, and I will meet you back here whenever they leave the premises. All right, won't get you in any trouble. Thank you.
All right, sounds good.
All right, so I walk over to Doc, who's behind me. I'll fill him in on what just happened.
No, yeah. I don't. I try not to let the bouncer see me, and I just pull Theodore close and just say, I forgot to mention something. On our way here, I got a message from Arata, but I got distracted with the guys wanting Bowler's hat. He told me, and I quote, where is it? As I'm going out my agents and like having a look through the message.
Doc,
hey, Doc,
I am not gonna like this, am I?
Things get hairy. Don't stick around. These gonks you call associates would let you bleed for the right amount of eddies. You never know what could happen. Ain't worth it, Chum. End of quote.
All right, yeah, warning bells. Warning bells are going off because you know that's not true, right? I swear to God, he's making a phone. We need
set up.
Let's get into this VIP area. Let's see how this goes. Let us at least get Slink to the port. But I swear to you, dude, I think he's making a phone call to Maelstrom right now, and we're gonna get 17 dicks in the ass. We are literally, they are on their way.
That's specific.
Right.
I have another angle that I could try and get into the VIP room.
Oh, okay.
Jim, what is Maelstrom like with, pharmaceuticals?
Oh man, you're speaking their language there. Uppers, downers, all arounders, they love it.
Do I know how to make something that would be beneficial to them, but also I wouldn't be breaking my business?
Well, I mean, look, drugs and recreational drugs, especially in the dark future, are a commonplace thing. So you don't have to worry about losing your license or anything like that, especially when it comes to the streets. But the question is, did you bring those chemicals with you in your bag? Did you bring the stuff that you needed to make something of that sort? So my question is, did you luckily bring that? What is your luck stat?
Oh,
That is, it's standard an 8, but I used 3 of that luck to sneak in the mini-gat.
Well, I'm only worried about your... Well, actually, everybody's luck has been refreshed, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
refreshed.
it's
okay.
per session. Yeah. So you're
Per
good.
session. Okay,
Your
I
luck
thought it
is
was
back.
per job.
No, it's per session, so your luck is back. But anyway, I'm only worried about your maximum stat. I need you to roll a d10, and I want you to roll an 8 or below. You're a very lucky character, so that's good. If you can roll under your luck, then you luckily have brought those chemicals with you.
Okay.
But, don't try to do this all the time, because then you'll be pushing your luck.
That's a 3.
All right, with a 3, yeah, you look in your bag, and you have, monoclihydrona, fin 14, and blah, blah, blah. Basically, the best kind of stuff to make top-of-the-line blue lace.
Lucky me. I go up to the bouncer and I say, "Hey, Jim, Doc from the Bleeding Heart. I need to speak to your bosses back there. I have a business proposal."
And he just looks you up and down and says, "Yeah, Chum, you're just going to have to wait till they're done. They asked to not be disturbed."
Tell them maybe blue lace might change their mind.
And as soon as you say that, one of the first guy that was sitting here at the corner of the VIP area, the closest to the bouncer, he just immediately gets up and turns around and says, "Move out of the way, Stack. Let him in." Just him. Just him.
Do you mind if I bring my associate with me? She helps me concentrate with all my business.
Roll a persuasion.
Damn it, I don't like persuasion.
Hey, look, man, nothing is free in this world, all right? Nothing is free.
Oh, boy. Okay, what is that? So, well, it's a 6. It's not the worst. Well, let's see. Oh. Come on.
Hey, 9's good.
Nice.
9's good.
So that's 15.
All right.
It's almost the max I could do.
He just goes, kind of looks at Eris and just goes, she doesn't look very threatening. All right, whatever, Choom. Yeah, go ahead. Bring her in.
Wave over Eris to follow me.
All right. You guys make your way into the VIP area, and you're seeing all kinds of firearms on the table, guns being put together, magazines. They're going over some kind of plan. Roll me a perception check to see if you can take a look at their plans.
Me or Eris, or both of us.
I guess me and Darby's Boogie.
Boogie.
Yeah. As I meandered over to all of this, I would have liked to have passed this office at the back. I'm on tab, isn't it? There's no windows or anything that I can peer through.
There are windows, but they're blacked out, tinted. I will say, Darby, your immersion
15.
AI. So, 15? Okay. So, but real quick, Darby, your immersion AI contacts you as things are going on and is letting you know that there are elevated heart rates in the VIP area, consistent with anticipation for something. Your AI is now clocking those kinds of emotional things that are going on
and
around
just
you.
Purely in the VIP area.
It was significant, significant enough that the AI wanted to let you know.
Okay.
I rolled
to Theo, and then carry on.
I rolled a 3 plus 13, so 16 for perception.
So with the 15 and a 16, you guys can see the plans on the table. It looks like they have a crudely drawn image of a truck, like a freight truck that's labeled Militech, and it looks like it's in a part of Night City that maybe isn't too familiar to you, but maybe is. Roll me a Streetwise, and we'll figure that out.
All right, Streetwise plus 9. That is a 13 total.
Yeah, not too familiar. I mean, it kind of looks like it's somewhere that you've been before. Doc, maybe? Do you want to check?
Yeah, sorry, I was just looking to see what my stat was. Streetwise is not great. And I think I'm pushing my high
Darby,
rolls.
did you relay that information to me then?
Yeah, I whisper in your ear. Rates in VIP.
All right, so you guys have no idea where this freight is, but it does say Militech. It looks like they're hitting some kind of big truck, big Militech security truck. So that's what they're planning for. You don't know what territory it's in or anything like that, but that's what they're trying to do. And as you're looking around, the same guy that let you in says, "All right, Choom, this is your chance. You got 2 minutes to talk before we go on the job."
I'm looking at expanding my biz, Choom, and I know how fond the Maelstrom group is of pharmaceuticals, so I was thinking of doing blue lace at maybe a lower cost. I want to increase my clientele. So why don't I make a quick sample up for you, and you guys tell me what you think?
Oh, no.
Well, I'm going to need your name first, Choom. And hey, careful with the furniture.
Sorry about that. I keep falling over. I'm a bit nervous when I'm meeting big hitters like yourself.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm away on comms. Am I in their ears right now?
Yeah. You guys have comms. Yeah.
I'm gonna relay the information that Darby told me to them. Just like, hey guys, they are very jumpy. Aura has told us elevated heart rates. They're getting ready for action somewhere. Better not be with you guys.
I'm gonna pass on. Can I would I be able to send them a message through my through my cyberdeck, so I don't actually have to type out a text or say anything?
So you do have a Neuralink port, but you don't specifically have the cyberware, I believe, that lets you send messages through thoughts. There is a piece of cyberware that lets you do that. So otherwise, you just have to do a regular text message.
Yeah. All right. I will wait to do that. I will wait to let them know about that then.
Name's Doc. I run the Bleeding Heart. I do healing up of all wounds, installing beautiful new chrome, And obviously, I'm looking to expand my business into the more recreational side of life.
All right, listen, I don't understand this Dr. Gobbledygook, all right? Just lay the product on the table and let's see what you got.
Can I roll? So I'm going to try to, since I now know what is happening,
Yeah.
I'm going to try to jump in and be like, hey, he's going to make you, this man can make you a quality product for the best prices. So we're going to, I think he's gearing up to give you guys a little demonstration of his quality products.
Yeah,
You're all
Choom.
interested.
Talk is cheap. Let's see the goods, like I said.
Babe, just sit down and have a rest. Let me do biz. So basically, I need to whip out blue lace. I have everything I need to make blue lace, correct?
Yeah, but you know, as I don't think you're gonna have to roll for it because it's a very common drug, and you know it's a very common compound. You can whip it up very easily. It's not very sophisticated at all.
Then I'll do that. I'll whip it up quickly for him, hoping that Eris does what she needs to do before I get kicked out.
Yeah.
So where would I? Where is there an open seat for me to kind of sit down while he's working? I imagine we'd have to like work at a table, right?
Yeah. So there are no open seats, but as you see Doc pouring, I mean, what do you do, Doc? Do you just pour it on the table? It's a powdery substance.
No, so I look for maybe a bowl or something to present it nicely so I can make everything
nice.
not
These
just
fucking maelstrom tunes. Just fucking throw it at them. They'll
Which table?
No,
Which table? North
Doc
or
is a
south?
professional. Like, south.
Okay. South table, good choice. It makes all the other north maelstroms that were sitting in this area get up, and they start head towards the southern table. And you know, you lay out the blue lace on the table, and they all just go to town. You know, one by one, they start snorting, looking at each other.
Eris open seats.
Yeah, they're
like,
looking at each
sort of
other,
nod, like-
kind of like nodding their head, and they're like, "Okay, that's right. Okay."
So I'm gonna jack in while they're working on that, so to speak.
All
or
right.
attempt to jack in.
So the way that net running works is in one round you get a certain amount of net actions according to what your interface level is. So since you're level 4, you have 3 net actions, and a round is 3 seconds. So that's what makes Netrunner so powerful. They can do something in 3 seconds that would take other people 5 to 10 minutes to do. So first, I need you to roll a stealth at a +2. So it just looks like you're chilling on that chair there.
Okay. Well, let me find the stealth check again. I keep forgetting where things are on the sheet.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
It's not put together very well.
I'll try and position myself just so I'm sort of blocking her from at least most of the vision from where the maelstrom.
So that is
I don't know if that gives
3
any
plus
bonus.
12, 15 total.
Yeah, with the 15, you're good. The maelstrom are all occupied doing drugs, so they're on that southern table, hitting it, looking at each other, patting each other on the back, putting their guns where they're supposed to go, holstering them, and you're gonna have 3 seconds to do a net run here. So you have 3 actions. The first thing you probably want to do is roll a. You don't have to roll to jack in, but jacking in does cost an action. So you jack into the net port, and that is your first action.
Pathfinder, yeah.
Pathfinder, exactly. We're gonna find out how many floors are on this level.
All right, let's see what we get. That is a 8. Ooh, nice. +4.
Oh, perfect. With the 12, yeah, you know it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels. And yeah, after the 6th level, you're at the bottom. You're seeing that there are branching paths too. So after the 3rd level, you can go to the 4th, 5th, or 6th at any time.
So imagine that's where we're going to find some security when we do get in there. So Sorry, let me.
So yeah, with your final action, you can try to get through the password with a back door. I need you to roll past an 8. A DV8. So you need a 9 or more.
Okay. Ooh, I rolled a 7. Thank Christ.
All right, yeah, 7. So 11.
That's 11 total.
You go right past the back door, and you are then face to face with an iron raven. It is a modified raven black ice. A red raven with big red wings looks at you and attacks you as soon as you come into contact with it. That's how black ice works.
Shit in.
They attack you as soon as they see you. So here's its attack. You're gonna roll 1d10 plus 4 versus its attack.
Okay.
Okay. Tell me what you got.
I can roll. I'm rolling high today. I got a 9.
Oh, awesome.
All right, with a 9, it rolled a 5, and it just zooms past you as you dodge it, and you kind of like, you de-res and re-res as it goes straight through you and does no damage to you. So that is your first round of combat. And while that's going on, you see these guys, they've just now finished doing the blue lace. Now they're kind of like about to say, all right, we're good to go. They start putting their guns away. They turn to you, Doc, and they say, yeah, good stuff, Doc. We'll get in contact. Here, take my information. And he just taps agents with you. And now you have another open window to try to do 3 more actions.
All right, so hold on.
So you're face to face with a black ice. Black ice, you can either try to attack it and de-res it, which basically means you kill it, or you can try to slip past it and with a slide action. So what's good about that? The good thing is you don't have to fight it. You just move on. It stays where it was. But if you don't safely jack out, then that raven will attack you before you jack out. And every other black ice in the system will attack you before you jack out.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna. I'm just trying to double check what the things I had equipped are.
Oh yeah. So the way net running works is you have programs that you can activate as an action. You activate them and they give you like a buff. Like Speedy Gonzalez gives you +1 to defense or sliding, I think. So you just say like, I'm activating that buff right now. You know what I mean? So. Do you have any buffs that you want to activate?
So, no, right now, I've just got programs. I've got sword, armor, flak, and asp. So,
okay. So you can, the asp is a black ice that you can leave a copy of in the system. The sword is an attack program that attacks black ice. So, you could just go straight for trying to kill this thing with your sword program.
Yeah. I'm just looking at from what I would understand, I presume it has similar HP, so I'd probably have to sort it a couple of times. So I'm going to try to see if I can't slide past it, and if I have to, I'll take a swing at it, but I'm going to try to just get past it to start.
Okay, so roll a slide.
That is a 4 + 4, 8.
1 point over 7 is all you needed, and you slipped past this black ice, and you go past to the next floor, and the black ice is left behind. Now remember, if you unsafely jack out, it will attack you, but for now you are past it, and this is where the branching paths come in. You have 3 control nodes and 1 file node. So the 3 control nodes are the doors of the nightclub, all the doors of the nightclub, these smoke machines, which are billowing smoke throughout the entire nightclub, and the sprinkler and lighting system as well. Let me see if I can write that on the note card right here. I have a note card here.
If he or she, unlocks the doors, they'll unlock them or will they spring them all open immediately so it like alarms everybody?
That's the beauty of it. You're in complete control.
Don't know. Okay.
Yeah, you can overload them. You can super lock them. You can unlock them. It's whatever you think you can do as a net runner.
Okay.
She could lock down and funnel people with this stuff then, if she wanted to.
Yeah. So smoke machines, and then doors, not doors. It's lighting and sprinklers, And then there's also a file system of emails and text messages.
Okay.
So you still have 2 actions.
So I can. Do I have to move to these sections and then activate them?
No, you can
Or
move.
can I?
So moving throughout the net is a free action. You can move to any floor at any time. All you need to do is, if you want to control the top 3 things, you roll a control, which is always going to be 1d10 plus your interface, or you roll an ID, which is also 1d4 plus interface, and that will get you the file. So what do you think is more important?
Okay.
That's the question. Like, what do you think you want to control?
So right now I want to take the smoke machines and kind of increase their output a bit, because I want to do it gradually, so that by the time we make our way back over to this the area where we had where the door is, I want it to be a little harder to see, but not like suddenly. I want it to kind of build up.
Yep,
So I
incremental
want to
increase.
of the fog machines, and I want to unlock this door. And is there any other doors out to the street from here?
Yeah, there's the exits. There's only one entrance and exit over here. There is an emergency exit in the employee area back here, but that's about it.
Okay. Then, I just want to unlock this door. How do you guys doing that little click pingy thing?
Tab.
Double tab.
Yeah, just press the tab button.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. So yeah, I'll unlock that one and increase the fog, and that's for now. I mean, these doors are the entrances are unlocked, I assume. You know what? I'll unlock all the doors just in case.
Just to interject, is the windows like in this room in the office?
Yeah, but they're blacked out.
Oop. Oh no, like on the outside of it as well.
No. There's no windows on the outside.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah,
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Sorry. No, I just wanted to know. I don't know if we're allowed to talk as players or if we have to do it in character.
I mean, you guys can talk out of character, but you're talking about a 3-second window to try to communicate something to somebody. And the only person that can really communicate something is the people outside of the VIP booth through comms. Because, Doc, they got your full attention.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, so...
I'm gonna grab Darby and be like, hey, we're not getting past this bouncer guy. Let this head back round. If shit hits the fan, we can attack them from the other side on the railings. They won't see us coming there. They're going to be watching the entrance to the VIP area. Let's just go around there.
Okay.
But I was just wondering if we're like, as players, just allowed to communicate and suggest things like, one thing I'm worried about, this is board speaking, not now Doc, is this arm even here? Like, do we have not some way to find out, gang, if...
Yeah, and if I get any more time, then I'm
going to try and increase your time. I'm going to try and stall them as much as I can.
Yeah, but for now, I wanted to get set for worst case scenario, we can get into the room.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, yeah. So with your last 2 actions, sorry, do you want to say something, Darby?
No, just because I've got a cyber eye, like one of my eyes is cyber. Would I be able to give Slink access to that eye so that she may sort of give me almost a waypoint or give me sort of cues almost in VR through my optics?
Yeah, sure, that's possible if you had set up that kind of access to each other. In
advance.
Advance, you could be like
I've got
wireless connection to your neural port, and she would need a cyber eye too. So you can have
Oh, would she? I was thinking through the net running that she could do it.
You could do that too. You have to just establish that beforehand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not going to wreck on it or anything, but yeah, I'm just wanting to.
Yeah, it's totally within your ability to do. So you just have to be like, hey, I want to set this up. I'll tell you how much it'll cost or whatever, how long it'll take, and you can easily do that.
For future missions.
I'll be right back. I am listening. I will be right back.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, so so let's roll a DV8. So I need a 9 or more for the door system.
Okay. That is a 5 plus 4. Okay.
So yeah, you got a 9.
Just makes it.
Perfect. So
Yes.
you have control of all the doors in the nightclub. What do you want to do? You want to unlock every single door? You want to unlock only one door?
I think we unlock, because it's really just going to be this door and this door that are potentially locked, right? Or I guess this door might be locked.
Well, looking at the system, you can see that the only door that's locked is the manager's door. Even the back exit is an emergency exit. It's not locked. It will sound an alarm.
Okay, I mean, yeah. Okay, so for now, I'm just gonna, I'll just unlock the one. Not having it open, just unlock it.
Yeah, if anybody's nearby, they'll hear a clunk of it unlocking, but you got to be real close to hear that. Hopefully there's nobody inside. Hopefully there's nobody inside that hears that.
Yeah, and then another roll to up the
smoke
ambience.
Yeah. Same thing. DV8. So I need a 9 or more.
I got 11.
11, yeah, perfectly fine. You can set up to incrementally increase the smoke in there. So those are all 3 of your actions, and you set that up. The manager's door is unlocked. The smoke will incrementally increase throughout the nightclub. It's going to be a slow roll, something that you won't notice until it's too late, and then you'll be like, whoa, what's going on with the smoke machine? That's basically the idea behind it. But that will take quite a little bit of time, maybe over 10, 15, 20 minutes, depending. Actually, you tell me how long you want it until it's to its maximum.
I want it to be, I want it to take about, let's say, like within 5 minutes. I want it to be, difficult to see more than 10 feet in front of you.
Okay, that's quite a fuse. 5 minute short fuse.
Yeah, well, because I want us to.
You do whatever you want.
No, I'm just thinking aloud right now because I want us to get over there, and then I want it to be mostly foggy, and we can hopefully slip in and then out before anyone has really realized how that something's really wrong. And hopefully there's just not a pile of dudes in there.
Pile of dudes.
Dudes. Yeah. So.
Let's say. Well, it's only going to take us a minute to get over there, a minute to get back. Because I mean, how thick's the crowd? How long? There's a minute to get to the door, and then a couple minutes to seem fair. So maybe drop it down to 3 minutes. I want it to be gradual enough. So let's say about 3 minutes, so that it's just before peak when we get to the door, and hopefully at peak when we're backing out.
Okay, 3 minutes sounds good. So yeah, you set that timer, and immediately, if you're outside of the VIP area, you start seeing that the smoke is slightly increasing a little bit. You don't know if the nightclub's doing it or what's going on. The people in the club love it. If you look at the DJ, you'll see he kind of has an annoyed look, but it's hard to tell because he's chromed out from head to toe, looking like a Gorgon. And but they continue on, they're partying, they're doing their thing, and those are your 3 net actions. Now, the Maelstrom in the VIP area, they've just partaken in your drugs. You see some of them put it into a plastic bag and go we're gonna take this to go. All right, Doc. Hey, it was an absolute pleasure. We like what you do, and we'll be seeing you. All right, this is some good stuff.
GM, do I have enough stuff in my bag to make something else? Maybe just to keep them a bit longer.
Well, let's roll another luck, but you're pushing your luck here, so I'm going to give you a -3.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's a +3, really.
So can he spend his luck to decrease his roll against his luck?
No, this is
But then I'd have to roll under that.
yeah. No, this is based on your maximum luck stat.
Yeah, no, I was.
Yeah, so this is a +3.
Come on. Big money.
Big money.
Oh,
no.
Would have failed anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, unlucky for you. That's pretty much all the like extra, chemicals that you brought with you. Everything else is just the regular stuff that can't be made into drugs.
To be fair, Doc, I don't think we needed to hold them any longer. I think you did your thing. I think we're okay.
All right.
Wow.
Well, then I'll just say to him, looking forward to doing business with you. Maelstrom's always one of my favorite customers.
That's right. So yeah, as you guys are, so as that's happening, they're turning around and they're like, "All right, Choom, thanks for the stuff." A couple of them turn around and like look towards Coil, and see you kind of slumped on that chair with some goggles on, and they kind of look at you quizzically, and they look at you, Doc, and go like, "What's going on with your friend over there?"
She's just, she's had a bit of the stuff I gave her earlier, and she's just, resting up and, getting a bit of a buzz.
Wait, you sure those aren't net running goggles? Roll me a persuasion.
I could have used that 9.
Right.
GM, I'm looking at this happening on the other side of the rail. Can I roll perception as well?
I am going to use.
You can hear the conversation.
I'm going to use 3 of my luck to help me with this roll.
Good idea.
I'm making my way towards the rail just to jump over it. At the slightest chance there's going to be problems.
That's another 9.
Good roll.
Ooh.
Good roll.
3 is 12, and with my, I think it's 6, my persuasion. Yeah, 6, so 18.
Yeah. With an 18, they'll look at you, look at her, and go, "Okay, yeah, it makes sense. All right, let's get out of here. Maelstrom, line up. Boss is coming." And then you just see them like locked and loaded, looking very serious. They start filing out of the VIP area. They look at you, Doc, and they say, "Hey, you can shine off these bottles if you want." And they just start walking out. And as soon as they walk out, you see it kind of trigger something within the club. The other VIP area empties a little bit. You see more Maelstrom coming out. The guys that were at the end of these tables, they see their lieutenants coming out of the VIP area, and they realize like, "Oh, this is go time." So they kind of like down their drinks, put it down, and they start all like kind of filing right here at the front of the club. And as they're doing that, looks like they're waiting for somebody before they can actually leave, and you guys have a little bit of a window.
Okay, how big's the smoke now?
So this is like a minute in, so now it's starting to kind of actually like, get a little bit serious. There's smoke in every section. Some of the tables are a little bit obscured. Your area, it's taking a little while for the smoke to get here, but I would say this entire area, the southern area, the dance floor, is just completely engulfed with a bunch of smoke.
Okay. Would I be able to deduce what's gone on there? Because I'm kind of serious the smoke shouldn't be like this. Will I be able to pass on a message on to Darby? In fact, I can like just radio in, can't I, to Slink? I say, Slink, was that you? Is this you? The smoke?
So I know that I can either do meat actions or net actions. Would I be able to respond without it,
Yeah, it's a free
costing
action.
me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just talking. You're maybe a little bit distracted, but you're multitasking. You can talk. You're still jacked in, by the way. You can safely jack out.
Yes.
But as a net runner, you don't know this as a player because it's like player knowledge, meta knowledge. But as a net runner, your character knows this. When you leave a system, you can roll a cloak roll. That basically.
Yeah, I did read up on that.
Yeah,
I definitely was hoping we'd get another round, so I could cloak and jack out.
Yeah, so a cloak roll basically leaves you leave no trace of you being there. Whatever you roll, the next guy coming into the system will have to beat that to figure out that you left your trace there. So you can do a cloak roll right now. Also, since you reach the bottom of the net architecture, you can leave a virus too that changes the net architecture permanently.
Yeah. So, I will respond to him. Say, the doors are fog's going up. Doors are that door is unlocked. I'm gonna see what I can find out. Since they've left this room, right, and allowed us to stay, I could potentially do more net actions in here, right? Besides,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I do want to check out that. Yeah, I do want to check out those files, see if we can get information about what's happening.
Doc is going to lie next to her and put his arm over her just to make seem like they're just chilling there. And
I'm going to give you a look because you're facing us, and I'm going to just put my eye is going to go towards the door. Stanley, I'm going to start moving my way over there, just boogieing along, and I'm ready to go through whenever the smoke gets good enough, and I'll kind of pull Darby along with me over to where we're going.
Okay. All right.
Can Coyle hear me if I speak to her if I'm next to her?
Yeah. And in comms, you guys have, your agents can connect to you wirelessly, and you guys can talk to each other.
Oh, just check there's no one in that room when they go in.
Yeah, I didn't see anything related to cameras, right?
There are cameras. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if I... Oh, yeah, I didn't add it in there. Yeah, there are definitely cameras.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So then,
there's also an alarm on the exit at the back of the building. I don't know if we can do anything with that. I mean, that's a bit out of game, I suppose.
Well, I mean, if it comes to an emergency, I can trigger that. But for now, I don't want to make anyone feel like anything's going on out of the norm.
Mm-hmm.
So, I will. Yes, since there are cameras, I will try to grab cameras here.
Okay, roll
and
me
I'm gonna use
DV9 or DV8.
Can I use? I can use a luck point for that, right?
Yep.
I'm going to add a point or 2 points to that.
Okay.
Just for safety. I don't want to.
Sweet.
I don't want to. Oh, I'm real glad I did that. That is just a 9 with the luck.
Hey, there you go. So yeah, you have control of the camera systems, which means you can erase the cameras, you can destroy them, overload them, you can observe them, whatever you want. You have full control of the cameras.
Yeah. So for now, I want to see if that room, if those rooms are clear.
All right. So looking through the cameras, you're cycling through them. You see one in the bathroom. Gross. It shouldn't be there. There's one in the employee section in the back. You just see employees making food and getting drinks ready. And then you cycle to the manager's office and it looks completely empty. There are some boxes in the corner and it doesn't look like there's anybody there.
Okay. I'm going to pass on some message. Room looks clear. And I'm going to, since I have control on them, can I, would I be able to just because it's all digital, yeah?
Yep.
Could I be able to try to make it us not so recognizable on the security footage that's been there?
Yeah, you could blur it. You could just turn them off. You can turn them off right now if you want. You could.
The turning them off would be a bit suspicious.
Well, what you can do is you can cycle a still image of the office that's empty and just put it on a loop. So even when somebody walks in, it just looks like on the cameras that it's empty.
So I'll cycle that camera for sure.
Yep. Yeah, so there's a still image of the empty office just on the camera.
All right. Is that a second action to do that, or is it?
No, that's part of your control.
Of the...
Yeah, that's part of your control.
So then I'm going to, and I'm going to also say cameras are looped in there, and then for a second action, I do want to try to look into these files, see what I can find out what's happening here.
All right, I need a 9 or more.
All right.
What's the smoke looking like now?
I rolled a 9.
Well,
nice.
This is all happening within 3 seconds, so it's still the first minute.
So not very much.
Yeah, that's why netrunners are so powerful.
It's doing hundreds of things while we're just walking.
In 3 seconds, in literally 6 seconds, He controlled the cameras, unlocked the doors, brought in smoke, like all these things that a netrunner can do. That's what makes him so powerful.
And the time it takes you to shotgun a beer.
Yeah, exactly.
I know I can shotgun pretty hard. I mean,
So you rolled
Big
in.
beer.
So,
I rolled a 9 plus 4, 13.
Yeah, so with the 13, you have full access to all the files. You see the manager's office and emails, and nothing really that important. You know, you see a lot of like a lot of housekeeping of the manager telling them like, hey, we got to be careful on these jobs. You guys are, you know, we don't want to be on the Night City news all the time. And then there's 2 new messages. One message that was sent before you guys came to the nightclub by somebody going by the alias of Barn Owl, letting the Maelstrom know that there's a job in Valentino territory of a Militech truck with really important weaponry, and if they want to hit it, then they can split the profits with Barn Owl. And then Barn Owl also, well, actually, before I do all that, roll me a Streetwise, Eris, to see if you recognize Barn Owl.
That is 7 plus, 9, so 16.
16. Barn Owl is something that you've heard before. It's you just don't remember exactly where you heard it from, but it's somebody that you know. You know it's somebody that you know. Once again, you can relay that information to the other guys in the crew.
Yeah, I'm going to send off of both of those, but I'm going to look through to see if there's anything related to an arm of any kind. See that, you know, because I want to, you know, see if there's anything related to our job, or if this is all kind of iffy.
So looking through the various files, you can see receipts and invoices from somebody going by the name of Chromebreak, working with Barn Owl and other fixers to grab some Carry Eurodyne paraphernalia. This person is a collector of Carry Eurodyne stuff.
Okay, so there's a chance this is all above board, ish. Okay, so I'm gonna pass on all of that info to the guys, and then
a lot more relaxed now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
and
can
then
roll you guys can roll a Streetwise to see if you know who Barn Owl is as well.
Let's see.
I don't think I can do better than his roll.
I imagine North's got a decent, or Theo's got a decent Streetwise.
Yeah, we should. Where is it? There we go.
It's
11.
yeah.
11.
Yeah.
12, but I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Oh, so
No.
I'm looking for a 21 is what
Roll
I'm
these
looking for.
10.
All right. Darby?
I got 12 in total.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did get a critical success.
Oh, you
I
did?
don't know if
Oh.
that means anything.
Well, that means you roll another d10 and you add it to the 12. So still
Another
looking for, you were looking for a 9. Nope, sorry.
Well, 7.
Yep.
No.
Almost
Close.
got it. Almost got it. So yeah, so you guys, you know,
Use some luck.
anybody that's rolled higher than a 15, the name sounds familiar, but you just don't know, you know, where you heard it or what the deal is. But, you know, maybe, I guess Barn Owl is somebody.
yeah.
Yeah, if Theo doesn't know him, he's not worth knowing.
All right. So at this point, I think I'm going to cloak. I'm not going to jack out yet. But I do want to cloak in case I need to do anything else in this system.
Okay, go for it.
So that if I need to jack out, I can just jack out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use another 2 points of luck for this jack out, or for this cloak, because I really don't want this to blow back on me.
Yeah, it could
This
be
is
bad.
all-
If you roll poorly,
Yeah.
the next net runner is going to be like, I was coil the whole time.
All right, so that is 6 plus 2, so 8 plus 4, 12.
All right, 12. That's pretty good, actually, because remember, they have to roll 1d10 plus their interface. So There's
Yeah, and if they're not at a 4, it's that's got to be like a
yeah. So they
even
need a
with a 4, it's
13.
got to be an 8.
Yeah, they need
Yeah,
a
so
13.
9 or 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Exactly.
good.
Yeah, unless they're like a crazy net runner, that's really good. You know what I mean? Then
At which point I'm fucked anyway. So
yeah, exactly. But a 12 is very good. I would say a 12 is very good. All right, so you've cloaked. You're
I'm
still
glad I
jacked
used the
in.
luck though.
All right.
Cool.
Now-
And I'm gonna wait. Yeah.
Okay, so you're still jacked in. You're gonna wait. Yeah, you're totally appropriate where you are. Now you guys are starting to notice that the smoke is billowing a little bit more and a little bit more, and you do have your opportunity here, North.
I'm gonna if the smoke is around my eye level, I'm gonna head in the room.
Yeah, I think it's appropriate. The two girls that were playing pool here, kind of, they're looking around quizzically, like, how are we supposed to play? Like, I could barely see the table.
Yeah, and I like punch down a little bit. I get the DeLorean out, and then I open the door, look inside once, and then I'm in.
All right. Do you...
Before I follow him, I will check that the guy that's by himself on the table isn't really looking our way.
Nah, he's head on the table. He hasn't moved. He might be dead.
Good.
Sounds like Night City.
We are closing the door behind us as well, by the way.
Of course, yeah, I was about to ask that. So yeah, you close the door behind you. Inside is a dimly lit office with a computer on the table over here, and it's pretty uneventful. There isn't really much there. There's some Carrie Uridine stuff along the wall here. You're seeing some photos, a signed picture of Carrie Uridine with Johnny Silverhand. You're seeing Samurai all over, and then even Carrie's solo project vinyls, stuff like that.
Theo's nightmare.
Yeah. And then some boxes in the corner.
Hey, Darby, can you believe this guy? I fucking cringe.
Yeah.
Awful taste in music. So that
Just look at the photos and I'm like, who? Like, that's just some photos to me. Like,
I just flick Johnny Silverhand and carry one off because it smashes on the floor. Oops. Never mind.
Darby just like points at Johnny Silverhand. I think I know this guy, and then he just carries on because he's not really interested in phones.
Do you want to check out the computer? I'll check out. I'll look for this arm, whatever it is.
I think.
Well, I was thinking to go to the box because I have like a tool hand, so I'll be able to pry open the box.
Oh, cool. Let's all right. So, can I see anything on this thing that could lead me to like reasonably looks like anything cyberware that's just placed there, like in pride of place?
So it's a bunch of boxes all put together. They're all like different sizes, different looks. You're not seeing any of the box that you're looking for. RCP-1, Raven Cybernetics.
Black box.
There are other cyberware there, but it doesn't look like it's anything special. I will tell you the computer, if you guys get in contact with Coil will tell you, like, I have full access to the computer. There's no need for you to even be on it. That's where they got the
I think
idea.
Darby would have probably instinctively known that, like, because he's fairly close to Coil anyway. But
yeah.
so-
But as far as these boxes go, sorry,
Are there
say
any
that again?
switches in this bookcase? Any switches in this bookcase? Any like false switches or anything like that? I can
Roll
just
me
gonna start pulling
a,
up books.
roll me a conceal reveal.
conceal reveal. Where is that?
It's a skill.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's in the first.
Yeah.
It's in the awareness skills in the first section.
I got it. Yeah, +7. Okay, all right, 7.
Let's see what you got.
I just look over my shoulder at Theo, thinking he really doesn't like Terry Uridine, does he?
a
Oh,
one.
Like pulling books.
not what you want to roll.
That means you roll another one.
Now
That's
you
you have to roll again.
Roll another d10.
No,
Don't roll
D10.
don't roll high.
Two.
So
Okay.
-2. So what's
yeah.
your base?
7.
Okay, so you're at an 8 -2, so 6. So yeah, no, you can't. You're feeling around. You're not really. You don't see any like switches or any secret door cases or anything like that.
Okay, I'm just gonna fuck this thing. I'm gonna. Hey, Darby, we need to open these crates. There may be a box within a box. You know what I'm saying? So we need to
Yeah,
keep these
I'm
open.
already. Yeah,
All right, let's do
I'll
this.
start with the most like enticing box, like something that looks like it's a durable, not just like
Right.
some flimsy
I'll-
cardboard box. Like,
I'll head over to the desk. Does he have obviously he has drawers in his desk,
Yep.
right? So I'm gonna be trying those. Are they unlocked?
Yeah, drawers are unlocked. You start opening them. One is empty. One has like loose ammunition, and then one has one of these guys in it. an EMP grenade,
Ooh.
just sitting on the top drawer there.
I'm pocketing that. That's going to go in my pocket.
Yep. Take it
real
with you.
quick, GM.
Yours.
I'd like to keep an eye on the cameras in the kind of general area near where they were at, just to make sure it doesn't look like anyone's trying for their door.
Absolutely.
I'm
let you know.
gonna radio to the guys and just be like, yeah, nothing yet, guys. Just keep watch, keep everything calm. There's no reason we should be caught. Everything's good. We're going to go through all of the boxes now. Hopefully, it's here.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
have a
trying
feeling
to
it's
like rip
not
them
yet.
apart.
That's what I'm saying on the com.
I'm using my tool hand to sort of gently pry them apart and things like that, so that I can.
I just boot one open, so I'm gonna rip it off. I'm getting in.
So much for the covert. So.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes, I want to get this
can't
on. I
think
want to
of
go.
I don't know what's
Like
going on.
literally.
Yeah,
Hey,
so-
come on.
So as you guys are opening these crates, we're all in at the edge of our seats to see what's in these crates. Theo, you're going down a trip memory lane right here as you're seeing all kinds of Uridine stuff. You're like, those are my dad's pants.
Trash.
These are
boy.
this is like a guitar string from the day that Arasaka Tower fell. Like, you're seeing like documents signed. This guy's a collector, Uridine collector.
Nice.
And
When you say
gotta be,
pants, do you mean us American pants or the English pants?
I'm talking about jeans, baby.
not their underwear. Got it.
Like,
Yeah,
do you know what? If there's any good merch, like good stuff, I'll probably pocket that too.
there is. Yeah, no,
I don't
this
want
is real
anyone to
deal
see I'm
stuff.
doing this. I don't want
Yeah.
anyone to see I'm doing this. I don't want the embarrassment. But like as Darby is going through, I see like a few things that are actually quite cool. I'm like sunglasses and things. I'm like, okay, maybe just put that one.
So
in
what
my
you
pocket.
got to do is roll a stealth, and what Darby has to roll is a perception. And if his perception is higher than your stealth, then he sees you pocketing the guitar picks.
Here we go.
Okay, cool. Where's stealth?
got
I know.
It's going to be that.
That's also
Stuff is on the top column if I remember correctly.
Is it?
Oh,
I don't know. It's not my job to
you got
know.
a 16 to beat.
Stealth
Stealth is the second
column
column.
is body skills.
Body. Yeah, the last
I
item in
know.
body
Yeah,
skills.
it's
Got
a
you.
dexterity
14. Yeah, so I should be fine. Well, let's see.
You have to beat a 16. Yeah.
Yeah, 14 plus. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So he has no idea
You
that
got
you.
14. I
No,
got
no.
16.
No, 8 plus
14
14.
plus 8.
Yeah, 22. So
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah, he has no idea.
Yeah, rifling through. Yeah, that'll do, Dad. Thank you. And I'm just like putting things in my.
Darby, you will
If you
hear.
have the jeans, Darby would want to. If they're his size, he probably would use them.
Yeah. I
Because
mean,
he's, you know.
roll
make
under your
use of
luck
whatever
to
you've
see
got.
if they are luckily your size.
It's quite high, 8.
We're just playing cooking dress up. That's all. we're
I
doing.
know.
No, he doesn't. He never go. He's never been to get any.
No,
clothes,
they're not
so
your
he-
size.
Oh.
They're not your size.
No, never mind.
They're too skinny.
Not
You
the-
had a 70% chance.
This is what chat has been waiting for their
Yeah.
whole
Or
lives.
do
is
the
getting
pants
north,
fit?
looking for all sorts of uniform and items and
Yeah.
change.
If the
Yeah.
pants fit, I can retire happy.
Yeah, Darby, I will say though, aura lets you know that it does sense an elevated heart rate consistent with deception around you, which kind of confuses you because you're like, it's just you and
Yeah. There's only me and Teddy here.
yeah,
that I
maybe
just, like,
maybe
look
leads you
around,
to
like,
believe that like there's something faulty with the AI or something because you didn't notice anything.
Yeah. Are you sure, Aura? I mean, it's just me and Teddy here. Is this? And then he started like looking around to see if there's like hollow walls or something. Like if there's something
Are you all right, dude? You okay?
nearby.
You stopped
Well,
rummaging.
I'm being told that there's deception nearby, and there's just me and you here. I don't know what's going
I
on.
don't know what you mean, June. Don't know what you mean. Keep packing. Let's see what we got here. So we're opening. How many boxes are we through now? Because we're looking for this arm. I'm desperately now trying to find. This
Literally every single box, one by one, all the way to the end. You're not finding this arm. It's not here.
Oh shit. All right, Darby Cyber Eye time, man. What are we looking at in here? Is any signatures? Is there anything safe wise? Any switches that we're missing?
I'll let my observation drone pop out of my bowler hat and start doing like a scan that like scanning around, see if there's anything that Aura can notice.
Okay,
that,
roll me a perception
that
check.
we have missed.
Roll me a perception check at a +1.
Yep.
And then as they're doing that, you see the maelstrom that are gathered by the front door here. It looks like they're waiting for somebody, and the somebody does walk in, and he looks like this.
Oh, my word.
And if you guys notice, he looks eerily close to Carrie Uridine. Looks
So
like
So he's
I do
basically
have
the
the cameras,
Theodore.
right? I'm accessing the cameras. I'll see this, right? So I'll see if I can't. I'll pass on a description to the two in the office and say,
Say it
"Boss
again?
is here."
Sorry, Slink. Shut the fuck up. Say that again. What do he look like?
I'll pass on the description.
Motherfucker. There's no way. There's no fucking way. Hey, this dude keeps ruining my life, man. I just wanted to make it. Okay, right. Okay, where is this arm? I need out of here right now. Where is Darby? Are we going? Did we find it? Switch,
I
anything?
rolled a 13 + 4, so 17.
Yeah. You know for sure it's not in this room. You've looked at every single nook and cranny and corner. But as this guy walks in, Coyle, why don't you give me a streetwise to see if you know who this guy is?
Shit. I know where this arm is.
I rolled a
Hey,
10.
Ted.
You rolled a
Ooh,
10.
I rolled
All
a
right.
10.
You don't have to roll anymore.
So let me.
But you can if you
He
want.
got the arm on him.
Yeah, I wanna know how high I can get this.
Yeah.
No, oh. That wasn't as nice as I would have liked. It was an extra 2, but my streetwise is 9 to start. So
So 21.
yeah.
Yeah. With the 21, this is Chrome Break. He is a Maelstrom lieutenant and a big-time Carrie Uridine fan. You've heard some stories about this guy being sadistic, but he's a Maelstrom. It's kind of par for the course.
That's par for the course. Yeah.
Exactly. So you see him coming out. He's talking to everybody. Everybody's just he's holding court. He's letting them know, you guys, Alpha team, go here, Bravo team here, Charlie team there. And he gives his instructions, and almost all of the Maelstrom that were in the nightclub start filing out. And as they're filing out, he kind of looks around and clocks what's going on. And you see him asking one of the Maelstrom guys, pointing at the air around, going what is this? What's going on?
GM, can I ask a question?
Coyle.
How much do I look like Carrie Uridine?
It's up to you. I mean, if I have a side by side photo, yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'd say. All right. I'm assuming I've been given that information that the big boss is here, and yeah, of course I have because I've reacted to it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you that it is. Sorry, the name was Chrome. Wow,
Chrome Break.
Chrome Break.
Chrome Break.
All right. All right, Darby, ditch the shit.
Yeah.
We're getting out of here right now. Let's just go. So I'm just gonna open the door and crouch down right into the smoke, and I'm gonna go right up to the pool table and go, oh man, I can't see the balls. And then we're gonna all right, fuck it, and I'm gonna walk over here.
Yeah,
I'm going to.
Go ahead. What are you
Sorry,
gonna do?
I'm going to do a quick look through the footage that we've had for the last few minutes while they've been searching, and try to scrub anything that looks suspicious on our end.
I'm gonna try
And then I'm gonna
really
check out.
really fucking stupid.
So sorry, go ahead. Before you do that, North. As you're looking through the cameras, this guy walks in, he holds court, he tells people what to do. You look on the outside cameras and you see a Maelstrom guy walking in with a briefcase with the RCP logo on it. And he hands it to this guy who is now standing right here.
All right.
And he's holding the briefcase as he's chatting, and then he gets a message on his agent, and he goes, what the? And he picks up his agent and looks at it. Since you're still jacked in, you have access to all the files and all the text messages. You get to read that. You get to read that message, and it is from Barn Owl, saying, Barn Owl, remember when I told you about his son? Well, he's in the nightclub right now.
I will pass that
Barnell's a
information
rotter.
on. I will pass that information on immediately. And fuck, do I jack out yet? I don't think there's. They may not have any connection between me and them, so I'm going to stick around in case I need to do something.
Can I just say what I was going to try? I was going to try taking my hood off and walking right up to him and just asking for the arm as the son of Kara Uridine. That's my fucking rite of passage. Like, this is mine, not yours, sort of a thing. See, because Maelstrom respect balls. Like, they did respect, like, you know, Moxie. And if he likes Kara Uridine, you know, he's a big Kara Uridine fan. He's either going to want to keep me as a trophy, or he's just going to respect the shit out of me for being Kara Uridine's son. So, like, he's either gonna fangirl out or, like, probably do something nasty to me. So, can I gauge this guy? I want to use my street knowledge, everything that I've got to gauge this guy. I want to know, would he be the kind of guy who's gonna? What do I know about him first? Is he gonna be the kind of guy who literally just, I can use this as my toy, my new cyberware decked out, my own Kara Uridine toy, or is he going to be like, oh, this dude's Kara Uridine's son, okay, cool, this kind of is yours, you know, kind of a thing. I want to know, you know, he's not going to be reasonable, but is he going to, like, respect my moxie if I run up to him and say, hey, give me that, like, it's mine?
All very good information that you would have been privy to if you rolled high enough on your Streetwise earlier to figure out who Chronebreak was.
Okay. I don't think I rolled to figure out who Chronebreak was.
You rolled a
Barn
Streetwise.
Owl, I did.
Oh,
well, no, when we heard the name from the emails, then you rolled.
Yeah.
We rolled to find
Was
out.
that only for Barn Owl?
Oh no, that was for Owl.
Yeah, I only rolled for Barn Owl.
Roll it. Then roll it.
I didn't.
Roll Streetwise.
Okay. Do I use any luck? No, because I might have to try and convince him in a sec, and I'm going to need it. So. That is a 6 plus a 11, 17.
Yeah, so with the 17, you've heard of Chronebreak. He's not like a big-time boss for the Maelstrom, but he's a well-respected lieutenant. He gets the job done. He is a giant Kara Uridine fan. He had bio-sculpted his face to look closer to Kara Uridine. That's how much of a fan he is. And also, you know that he has a reputation of being kind of sadistic. Not kind of is an understatement. He likes torture. He likes kidnapping, slavery, you name it. I mean, he does it all.
Okay, I'm going to come out and say it. Is he the kind of guy who wants to murder fuck Kara Uridine because it's a weird fantasy he's got?
I mean, if I had to bet my bottom dollar, I would say yes, but there's only one way to find out.
All right. Alrighty.
All right.
I'm not seeing any other way we're getting the arm, guys. I'm gonna have to put my dick in the vice here, see what happens.
Roll up a new character.
All right, I'm doing
hold on. I'm gonna send a message out to hold on. Get in position. We'll kill the lights. Grab the bag we'll kill the lights. Try to pull the briefcase and head out the employee entrance.
He's got it in his hand. He's got it in his hand, I think. He's got it.
And also, remember, the entire club is filled with smoke right now, okay? Second of all, you jacked out already.
Oh, right, I did jack out. Never mind.
So you have to go against the black guys and all that again.
If shit hits the fan, it's full of smoke. We got the advantage. We got the drop on them. Let's go for it. All right, I passed that message along. I'm going in, guys. All right, let's do it. Watch my back. Try and get in the smoke if you can. All right, just watch my back. And at that moment, I walk right up to him, and I just pull off my. Lovely. And I walk straight up to him. And I say, "Hey, Tune."
He looks at
you're a big
you,
fan.
eyes go wide, and he has a really sickly smile that just grows onto his face. And he says, "My goodness, the greatest of them all, his very own son. I can't believe my eyes.
I'd like to say I get that a lot, but I don't, thankfully. But it is what it is. Hey, I'm sure Dad'd appreciate you being a fan, man. Like, you look just like him. You look absolutely just like him. I actually thought when you walked in, I thought, oh my god, my dad chromed up. But no, like you look, you look awesome, dude. I should know. You look like me.
He looks at you, looks up and down, and he says, "This might be the greatest day of my life. Now listen, before you leave here, I must speak to you personally. But 1 second. Brain rage, kill this smoke. It's killing me. All right? Get rid of it. Excuse me, I'm sorry."
Yeah, it is kind of smoky in here. Your FX guy's clearly not doing his job.
Yeah, he will be fired. Don't worry. Listen, I'll get straight to it, okay? You stick around with me, and I'll give you the best life. The best. You'll have your own room, food and board. I'll take care of you, okay? You'll be a part of my collection.
And you just go in there. All right. I'll say, I know can do, Tune. Like, I've got, like, responsibilities to Dad and stuff. And do you know what I can do? Do you want to meet the big man? You want to meet him?
All right, I'm listening.
He's a big fan. Hey, dude, I can get him down here for a club night. We can do like a samurai reunion. I don't know where Boss Isis is these days, or any of the others. I haven't got Silverhand, obviously. Maybe I can step in for him. I don't know. But like, I can get him down here. Listen, like I'm gonna be honest with you. He was kind of a dick to me when I was a kid. Sure, you've heard. Like, it's a tragic story. But like, I reckon I could twist his arm and get him down here. We could do a show. How cool would that be?
The smile never leaves his face as he looks at you, and he just says 2 words. Call him.
Alrighty. So,
Does he have his number?
I'm gonna. Do I have his number?
Do you have his
Would
number?
I have his number? You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna grit my teeth and be like, call him, huh? All right. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Can I do this? Can I just walk away and call him for a bit? It's dad, son thing, you know what I mean? And then I'll pass you along to him. How's that?
Stop right there. Don't fucking move, Choom. I want you to pick up your agent. Listen to me carefully. Pick up your agent and give him a FaceTime call.
All right. So I get it. I get my phone out and I click Dad with his face on it, right? And I show him the agent. I say, look, I am actually calling him, right? FaceTiming him, right?
Bloop, 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 bloop.
And yeah, I call him.
It rings. It rings.
This motherfucker's not picking
It
up.
rings. It rings.
Come on. Don't let me down again. Come on.
It rings and continues to ring as Chromebreak awkwardly looks at you. And
Look, dude, I'm calling him. He's a busy guy.
he doesn't answer.
He's a busy guy. All right, he's a busy guy. What can I say? But you can see I'm calling him, you know? But I can get him down here. Honestly, I can get him down here. It'll be an amazing night. Dude, I've been hanging here all night, trying to get into the VIP area. I've been playing a bit of pool. I love the vibe, dude. And when you walked in, I just knew, like, you're awesome. Let's do this. Let's do a gig.
Roll me a persuasion at a -2.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna roll on.
I'm
the
gonna use
table. We're gonna roll on the table here.
I'm gonna use all my 4 luck on this.
We're gonna roll on the
So,
table, so
0
it's all
luck.
above board. You're gonna have to beat this plus
Okay,
14.
above me.
see.
Uh-oh.
17.
Okay, 3.
17. So I've got a +4 and persuasion, right?
Yep, and it's gonna be at a -2.
Alrighty.
So basically, a
So
plus
skill
2.
persuasion 14. 14. I've already beaten it because I've got 18, but -2 is 16. So
Don't roll a 1.
18.
Wait. 14 plus 2 is 16, right?
+4 for my luck because I.
Oh yeah.
Burn luck.
So you
All of
put luck, so -2. Wait, do that math again. It's 2 plus 14 is 16, right?
16 plus 4 is
Plus
20.
4 is 20. Minus 2 is 18.
Minus
Right.
your 2,
Okay.
18. So I beat him by 1.
1 point. You see how it makes a difference?
Awesome.
Hey, beat him. It's fine. It's black and white. Come on.
So
Interesting.
as he's talking to you, you see the smoke kind of dissipating, calming down a little bit in the nightclub. It's still crazy. There's smoke all around you. The strobing light effects are going on. You're seeing a lot of the.
Calling Dad.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
going to
this
call him
bloop, bloop,
continuously.
bloop, 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 and the nightclub is starting to empty. People are getting out. There is a tension in the air. You feel the tension in the air. Okay? And he looks at you and he says, I'll tell you what, Choom. We'll stay here another 5 minutes. If Daddy answers and you can really set something up, or you can prove to me that you can set something up, then fine. I'll take your word for it. But if you can't do that, Choom, then I can't let you walk out that door. You know, you're a very desirable item for me.
Dude, Choom, I'm a desirable item for everybody, not just you. Let's get this straight. Okay.
You have Daddy's charm.
All right. I'll tell you what. This motherfucker's not going to pick up. If I can set this up, okay, I'm so confident that I can set this up that I'm going to need payment to set this up. I'm going to need that arm.
You mean this one-of-a-kind RCP-1 prototype carry Uridine arm?
Precisely, Choom, precisely. Look, out of the two of us, I'm a blood relative, you know? It's kind of got my name on it and all that. You're just... you.
Oh,
Don't piss him off.
What do you mean by that, Choom?
uh-oh.
Well, you know, you're a big fan, you know? I think if I can go to Kerry, Dad, with that arm, and I can give that to him, that's going to be one hell of a sweetener to do a gig here, wouldn't it?
You mean the arm that he didn't want to put on in the first place? Try again, Choom.
Good. He'll put it on.
He didn't put it on back then.
People change, Choom. I'm sure Kerry is a... Do you know what? If you actually met him, you might even be quite disappointed with how he is, to be honest with you. He can be lame sometimes. But, like, in terms of performing, if he can get in, all Kerry wants to do is to be in with the cool guys. He wants to be in with the kids. And looking at the way this place was tonight, he's going to want to be here. And if you want him wearing that arm in here doing a gig, you will let me go so I can set this up. You keep me here, all that's going to do is piss him off, and then you'll never see his ass, and he'll never darken your doorstep.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. You hear someone pick up on the other end of the FaceTime. Finally.
Don't be Giselle the housemaid. Don't be Giselle the housemaid. Hi, Dad. Hello. Are you there?
Hello? Who's calling? Who's fucking blowing up my agent? You just see darkness.
It's Teddy. It's Teddy. Are you? Never mind. It's Teddy. You all right? You okay? I've got a big fan of yours here to say hello.
What?
And I'm looking at him like manically, like I'm going to fucking die. Look, like if you don't do what I'm. Yeah. Do you want to speak to this guy? And I show the camera and I show Chromebreak, all of him. Yeah, this guy's saying he doesn't want me to leave and all that, and you know, things. Yeah, I said you can come down here and do a gig if, you know, he let me go. And also, see that really cool cyberarm down there? I know you gave that away a little while ago, but I really want to bring it with me just as a show of good faith, you know, just for you. So you can wear it when you get down here and do a gig. How does that sound?
So let me tell you a little bit about what's going on and what you see. On your end of the FaceTime, you just see a dark room, okay? Mm-hmm. Obviously, Daddy was sleeping. And, you know, he doesn't have his face on the camera because he was sleeping and he just picked up the phone. He hears you yapping and yapping. It's me, Teddy. It's this and that. I got a fan here. And halfway through your little monologue, he goes, what? Fuck off, Choom. Don't call me back. Hangs up.
Okay, cool. I want to just call him back. I was just going to call him back. It's like, yeah, this happens all the time. He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy.
Now,
no.
unless you pull your agent away, Chrome Break is just gonna grab it and crush it.
Okay.
So he moves. He moves to grab your agent.
Okay. At this stage, as he does that, I'm whipping out the Malloy and plugging him in his fucking eye.
All right, roll for initiative.
Going for it.
Oh dear.
Why is this happening? Can everyone roll?
Unless you don't want to fight.
I want to, yeah.
All right.
I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna fight, but at the very least, I'm gonna be ready to fight.
So
wait. So most of the Maelstrom cleared out now to their job.
yeah, but he has about 5 bodyguards with him, so it's 6 guys total.
Are they in the room or are they outside?
Yeah, no, they're in the room. I'll put their minis down right now and show you where they're at.
The combat, I'm not trying to kill this guy. I'm trying to buy us. So just so everyone knows, I'm trying to buy time. One of us grabs the shit and then we book it. We're getting out of here. I'm not trying to kill these dudes, like all of them. We're laying down fire and we're fucking getting out of here like this second.
Okay.
So I'm thinking maybe a stealth, maybe 2 into stealth, because I want to literally get out of here. I don't want to be targeted. I want to get the thing and get out. I'm only laying down fire to just fling off of him, basically.
So as soon as you pulled out your Malorian, you initiated combat. So that's what this whole initiative thing is. If you want to do a stealth, then on your turn, as an action, you can do a stealth skill. And then you can try to like hide or something like that. But remember, you still have to grab the box, which is in one of his 6 arms.
Okay.
He's gonna be fucking like juggling it between the arms, like, oh, gotta be faster than that.
And by the way, this is what it looks like right here.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So is he installed it or has he got it in his hand?
He's got it in a box, just as you see.
Yeah. So hi chat, I'm back. It's I'm about to die. Isn't awesome? But anyway, those gifted memberships are gonna like really be a salve my wound when I put my character to rest, who I've been working on for the past.
I'd have to re-roll another character.
And I have to do another guy who's I'm gonna do another guy called Bobby Eurodyne, and he's got
Yes, cousin. How many cousins? How many cousins you got?
You're gonna be that.
I might do Kim. I might do Kim, the sister. Where's my brother? Right. Okay, so
Every time they die, it's just another one. Another cousin comes along.
yeah, another one. Another clone of Daddy. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. Like I swear, when I get my hands on him.
So before we start combat, just to let you know, because of the smoke that's in the room, everybody gets a -1 to all ranged attacks. All right.
Boy.
But other than that, Fine Hair, you are first to go.
So I would like to use this EMP grenade. So when using this grenade, you deal no damage with your attack, but anybody hit by your attack must instead attempt to beat a DV-15 cybertech check. If they fail, 2 random pieces of the cyberware or carried electronics become inoperable for 1 minute.
Yeah, which remember, combat rounds are 3 seconds each, so 1 minute is an eternity in combat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm dropping that shit as the first part of my turn.
Okay, so where are you throwing it? First of all, it is a 6-inch radius.
Right at his feet. Damn. I don't have any cyberware, so I don't give a shit. Right at his feet.
All right. Does Darby though?
Darby does, but like I don't think any of them are. Like, is your hat? Is it flying around, or is it? What is it doing?
No, it will have returned to my. That's what I put.
Okay, so
when we were running over.
I'm gonna try and throw it so it doesn't catch Darby. So like over here.
So outside of 6 of Darby would be right. Yeah, somewhere over here. So it hits.
So it's gonna get.
You can get it right around here, or like right around here.
I want to get the 3 guys in like a radius right here.
Okay. So from that point, it's 5.6. We'll round up to 6. So 6 times 2, that's 12 meters. And you're gonna have to roll an athletics check.
Okay.
Okay. And
14. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
So 14 meters athletics check. You have to beat a 15.
19.
All right. With a 19, you throw it exactly where it's supposed to go, right here. The way grenades work is you can roll an athletics check to try to jump out of the way of the grenade. Okay? So if they fail that, then they'll have to do the cybernetics roll. So main boss. Oh, he rolled a 10. He's fine. He jumps out of the way over here.
Ah!
This guy right here rolls amazingly. Jumps out of the way this way. This guy, oops, not so good. So he's gonna have to make a cybernetics roll. Ooh, rolls a 1.
Uh-oh.
So the EMP goes off. You see him immediately. One of his arms goes limp, and then he grabs at his face, saying, "I can't see shit."
Okay, he's out the fight. That's good. That's
so
good.
we're gonna say
One down.
-1
All right.
cyberarm, -1, -2 cyber eyes. Okay, I'm gonna label him that way.
In the roll to jump away, did he leave that box behind, or did he carry it with him?
No, remember he has 6 arms. So now that he knows you want it, he's gripping it.
Okay.
All right, so that's your action. You can still move.
Do you know what? I've got a ranged weapon. I'm going to book it out the door and try and get some cover behind these vehicles outside. I'm just going to go over there.
Okay, so you would have to go out this way, then out this way. So what's your move?
Let me just see if I can. There we go. We're going up this. Whoa.
Yeah, this way.
Okay. I'm going up this way, and then up there like that.
Okay, so what's your
Yeah,
move?
get to the edge of the door, isn't it?
What's your total move stat?
My move is. Let me just have a look. See. Go away, ruler.
You're okay. No, you didn't.
6 plus. What was it you said?
No, you didn't. I'll edit it. Don't. Okay.
So your number of meters equal to your move times 2.
Yeah.
Times 2 is 12.
So 12.
So I've got 12.
So yeah, you can only move to like right here then.
Alrighty. That's what I'm doing.
There's also a lovely counter right here.
Yep.
At least there's some cover there, so I can only get. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so from his angle, he could still see you a little bit, so you're not technically in cover, but like these guys in the back maybe will have a little bit of trouble, but it's okay. It's not too big of a deal.
Yeah.
All right, so
that's my turn.
that's your turn. Congratulations on your first turn of combat.
First and last, baby.
That's right.
Come on.
And then now, Coil, it's your turn. Before you go, I didn't give you this stuff, but remember, you just like the video game, you can do quick hacks.
Yeah.
This is something new that they introduced to Cyberpunk Red. There's simple quick hacks like impair movement, sonic shock. There's overheat, short circuit, cyberware malfunction, lure. Let me see. I'm gonna put it in our chat. Give me a second here.
Yeah. That sounds fun.
Yeah, there's some good stuff.
Because I was just gonna fucking take a dive behind the counter, but if there's something a little more.
Well, you can do both. You can dive behind the counter, pop up, do your little thing, and then pop back into cover.
Yeah.
So I'm just giving you these little quick hacks right here.
Excellent.
Was Quick Hacks inspired by the game?
Yeah. Because it's not originally in Cyberpunk Red. They introduced it. I mean, people have been asking for it for so long, and now we got it.
Awesome.
So yeah, those are your quick hacks. They work very similarly to the game. I think overheat is really good.
I was thinking cyberware malfunction for his arms would be pretty useful right now.
Would be pretty useful.
Yeah, that would be nice. So cyberware malfunction. The Netrunner player selects a piece of cyberware on the target other than a neural port or neurodeck port, inoperable for 60 seconds or 20 rounds. Let's see. Rendered inoperable act as if they have the broken arm or broken leg critical injury. So you can target the arm that is holding the box. And rules as written, he will drop the box.
Excellent. I will attempt to do that. Would that be off my interface, or is that off of the cyber?
It's off your interface, so it's a DV10, so you need to roll an 11, which is pretty hard to do. You saw how...
So I'm going to do a plus... I'm going to use my last 2 luck points and hope to hell that I don't need them.
Okay.
I probably will need them, but at the very least. Oh God! All right, I'm nervous.
You should be.
That is a 4 plus 4 plus 2. Oh, that is 10.
It's
then,
a 10,
right?
not enough.
I have to beat 10.
You have to beat.
I have to beat 10.
Beat don't meet. So you stare at Chromebrake. You look straight at him. You see his cyber arm start to malfunction for a second. It releases a few fingers, and then he gets a full grip of the cyber arm and kind of looks in your direction menacingly.
Nope. Over the counter.
All right. You are over the counter and jumped over it, and you are considered in cover. Okay.
Yeah, I'm full on.
I'm wondering if this guy
hunkering
didn't
down.
try and hurt me, because I'm a prime piece of meat for him, right? So like,
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he's even going to shoot at me. I could just walk out here, I bet, and he would like, no, don't fire at him.
Well, rules as written, you can
Steady.
say that you want to incapacitate someone instead of kill them, and so you could say that beforehand. So he can get you down
so
to
he can still
0.
attack me.
Yeah, he can get you down to 0 HP, and then you're unconscious but not dead.
Right.
Just don't aim for the face. That's the money.
You're dying money.
So now it's going to be Chromebrake's turn. He's going to beeline it straight to the desirable object, which is Carrie Uridine's son here.
Uh-oh.
And he looks at you and he says, "Let's wrestle." And he's going to martial arts grapple you. Okay? So,
Okay.
do you have martial arts?
I think I do, yeah.
What martial arts
Yeah, I
did
do.
you pick up?
No, I've got a base 8. So I've got a,
Base 8.
Yeah, so I don't have a martial art, but I've got a base 8 in there.
Oh, so you didn't pick a martial art?
No.
Okay, you do know it's a ×2 skill, right? So you have to use 2 times the amount of points to get martial arts.
I think he says it's
Oh.
got 8 from the stat.
Yeah,
No, well-
8 from the stat, yeah.
Oh,
I've got
okay.
nothing else.
So your dexterity is an 8, and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would use your brawling right now to oppose
That's
his martial
13.
arts. Okay, so use your brawling against his D10 plus 14.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
He's a gangster.
8 plus 21.
All right, 21's really good. So here we go. What do we got? We got 17. No, so he tries to grab you with his many arms to try to take you to the ground, and you just bat his hands away and parry him,
Fuck you.
and he looks at you like chump. And that's the end of his turn.
I just say like, what's with these grabby fans these days? Oh my god, like, back off, Chew.
All
I
right,
didn't mean to draw a line.
you're fine. Don't worry.
Dog, you're
I'll forgive
drawing
you.
lines.
I'll forgive you.
I was
You're
trying to
gonna have to
measure how
like-
far away he was. but-
Tab.
Even in real
Tab
life,
on
when you
your
like,
back.
don't mess with North in front of Steady, he's gonna make a beeline for this motherfucker.
Here, I got it right here.
Yeah, I can't.
Whoa.
There you go.
Doc, it's your turn.
As a my turn. Oh no.
It is indeed. Oh no, he says.
Oh, okay. I really wanted to do business with these guys, and I didn't want to ruin it.
I mean,
That I
technically, some of them might still do business with you.
Yeah.
All's fair.
I
enough.
If he lives or not.
It's
If we
what it
kill
is.
everyone here,
As,
then nobody knows. I
as
can
these
just go
guys
erase
are
the
coming
footage.
forward, Doc
should fly
just
lightning.
reaches behind his trench coat, pulls out the SMG, and just unleashes on the closest guy, which I think is the net runner over here.
Yeah. So that
What do you call him? Brainstorm.
brain rage.
Brain.
So he is 20 meters from you. Okay, so with an SMG, are you doing auto fire or are you doing like a burst?
I'm not sure the difference.
So auto
This is my
fire is
first
its own
combat.
skill. It's a
Okay,
separate
I don't
skill.
think I have auto fire.
Yeah, it's a ×2
Cool.
skill. It's kind of difficult to do. You could do suppressive fire. It costs 1 action and 10 bullets. Everyone within a 25 meter, within 25 meters of your vision, has to take cover on their turn if they fail a will plus concentration check.
Oh,
No, I think he's. It looks like things are getting messy. He's gonna go for the kill.
Okay.
On
Yeah, I mean, suppressive fire is really good too, because that means they have to try to run away from your shooter. You're just like,
Yeah, we're not trying
unloading a
to.
clip.
We're not
you
trying
know.
to kill
Okay.
everybody. We want to
I'll
get out
I'll
of here.
use suppressive fire then, I suppose.
Yeah,
Cyberpunk is deadly.
Oh, wait, but you don't have auto fire, right? You didn't take the skill?
I don't have
Okay,
water
then
fire.
never mind.
No,
Forget about what I said. You're just doing a burst.
I can't do that. Doc
Yeah.
has a dark side to him, and he's just gonna kill.
All right, so
Alright.
at 20
So
meters,
how do I do this?
so you need to roll your handgun. I believe that's what SMGs are. They're not considered shoulder arms. They're handguns. So roll your handgun, and you need a 16 or higher. And it's at a -1, remember, because of the smoke.
Yeah.
So you need a 17 or higher, really.
The dice isn't rolling.
Okay.
That's a one
Oh, no.
again. Let me roll again.
Yep. So
seven.
bad. So bad. You
Yeah,
fire
horrible.
into that general direction, you hit the counter, you hit the floor, but nowhere
It's a
near.
5.
Yeah, nowhere near where you were meant to hit. You still have your move action.
Okay. I'm just gonna duck behind here.
Okay, yeah, so you want maybe go further. Yeah, you're considered in cover there. So no one has line of sight here, no one has line of sight here, because you guys are ducked down under the cover.
Mhm.
Okay, now we're going to go with one of the mooks here. All right, this guy right here is going to
I thought he's immobilized. He
No,
can't
just
see.
has one arm and no eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
alright.
so he's going to just like just shimmy forward this way and kind of just like reaching out, and he's like swinging his sword where he thinks he remembers seeing Darby. So
Okay.
he has a red sword with chain teeth on it. It's revving, and he's just swinging it in your general
Okay.
direction. Here's his melee attack. Okay.
Okay.
This +8, -2. So 5 + 8. 3 + 8 because of the -2. So 11. So you roll your evasion skill, Darby. It's a dexterity
Okay.
skill, and you just
Evasion.
gotta beat.
It's
An 11.
12.
Yeah.
For a guy with no eyes, he's quite accurate.
15.
15, yeah, you just easily dodge out of the way as he swings towards you. His chain teeth get wrapped into the wall next to him, and they just bounce off as he almost loses control of that one swing.
Oof.
That's going to be the end of his turn, and it'll be your turn, Darby.
I would just say close but no cigar to him under my breath as
I love it.
pull out my wrench. And then I begin to feel the beat of the latent music in the place, and
Yeah, you see he's
start,
disoriented.
doing- Go on.
I said you see that he's disoriented, so it might be an easy target
Yeah.
here.
How is attacks of opportunity work in this system?
There are none.
Like, if I move away, okay,
Yeah, there are none. It's kind of
Um,
weird, but yeah.
okay. And as for like chrome break blocking this sort of passage, it seems, can I go on the other side with Theo, or would
Yeah,
I not get?
yeah,
past
you
him?
can go past him. You can go past him. Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm going to leave this guy, and I'm going to feel a beat of the music, and I'm going to start doing my Capo era sort of breakdancing sort of stance.
Can we
Ooh.
say your capoeira fighting is kind of like Joe Christopher Walken in that Fat Boy
Oh,
video?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And I'm going to
Oh,
go
God.
over to Chrome Break, and am I allowed to do 2-part move, or is it just one?
Yeah, you can
Do
do
I have
two
to move
part
and
as
then-
long as you go, up to your maximum. So you can move there, do your thing, and move out of the way.
And then
Unless
I
he
want to go on
grabs
the
you
other
or
side
something.
after.
Yeah, remember he can counter
Yeah,
you.
no, well. Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Would you let me attack it from this side of him? Because I'll probably do. Oh, I'm falling on top
Yeah,
of
as long as you can fit there. Yeah.
Theo.
That's your capoeira. You're falling over.
Yeah, capoeira. I've got my wrench out anyway, but it doesn't have any bearing, I don't think, on my martial arts.
Yeah,
And
no.
I would like to do the Restera leg sweep on Chromebreak.
Okay, so the
you want me to read it?
Restera leg sweep, I'll read it. You perform this throw without being considered in a grapple, but you must be within melee range, which you are. Your opponent must make a DV 15 athletics check. If unsuccessful, they fall to the ground and are considered prone. Additionally, they take your body stat as damage directly to their HP. So, roll me a martial arts. It's considered a grapple, but you must be...
13.
Yeah, so you still have to roll your martial arts.
So this plus 10, plus 13. So 15.
So 15 versus his 20. So you go to do a sweep, you go to do a leg sweep, and he just expertly jumps up as your foot sweeps the ground, and you miss.
Oh. Okay. And I don't know whether do I get 2 actions as a martial artist?
So throws are only 1 action.
So I can do something else, is what you're saying?
You can't do anything else. No, you can move though.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
No, I want to stay here next to Theo.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Things are looking scary. You guys aren't doing a lot of damage here.
No.
No. All right. The Netrunner will go. He sees his boss is surrounded and in danger, but he also knows there's a Netrunner there, so I'm going to roll a die. On evens, he goes for the Netrunner. On odds, he helps the boss. Okay? So he's going to come around over here a little bit so you can get a better look at maybe Theo. And Theo, he is going to give you a quick hack. I think he's going to hit you with...
I don't have any cyberware.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You don't have any cyberware. He scans over you, sees that you don't have any cyberware, and he goes, God damn it. So he just pulls out a pistol and fires at you. Okay?
Yeah, does his guy being there count as cover? He's got to shoot through his boss?
No, the general rule of cover is if he can even see a small portion of your body, then you're considered not in cover. Yeah.
Okay.
So
there's no penalty for fighting, shooting into melee or anything like that?
No penalty, nothing like
That's
that.
kind of why I did that, but that's fine. That's
Yeah. Unfortunately, no. I mean, we could use kind of use common sense. You know, if there's too many people crowding in a small area, then I can, as a GM, say that. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
But so yeah, we can say that if anything. But anyway, he misses. He fires. It goes and bounces off the walls. There's too much smoke. He can't see anything. So he misses. And I believe it's the other 2 mooks that have to go now. So, oh no, Darby, you went?
Yeah.
He went...
So it's back to Theo if everyone else...
there's 3 more that are left, yeah. So one of these guys is going to jump over the counter here. Or jump on top of the counter because he doesn't have enough move. And he's going to pull out a pistol and try to shoot at the runner here. It's 20.
Rude.
Do you have a reflex of 8?
Reflex is 7.
Okay. So if you have a reflex 8, instead of using whatever this chart is right here to see if you hit things, you can choose to evade gunfire. Just the FYI.
Okay.
So he's going to shoot you with this pistol. He needs to get a 21. No, he fires in your general direction. Once again, the smoke is just too much. Misses, fires past your head. The next guy over here is also going to move up and try to get an angle on Doc here. From right here. All right, another 22, so he needs... Fires his pistol, it flies around, doesn't hit you. And there's one more mook here. He's going to go just about right here. He has a shotgun. He's going to fire his shotgun at you. And that is going to be very difficult to do from where he's at. So is that 22? Yeah, so he needs a 21. So plus 8. Oh, he rolled a 10. 18.
Uh-oh.
22. He fires at you. Somehow the pellets reach you and he's going to do 5d6 of damage. Let me roll on the table
Oh,
because
Jesus.
if we
One
get
sec,
two,
one second. I want to get my metal dice. One sec.
get your metal dice, baby.
So for
Here we
shooting,
are.
then you do just have to match the thing. Or he needed a 22. It wasn't.
No, he needed a 21. So
Okay.
it's 20. You need to go past it. The 20 was what
Alright,
what
yeah.
it was, and he got a 22.
Okay.
Here we go.
Where's my health?
What do we got here?
Whee! That one
It's
was
flying.
bouncy dice.
All right, no double sixes, which is good for you, but he did 5, 10, 15, 19, plus 12 damage. So 22 damage,
Gosh.
minus your armor, which is 11. You're taking 11 damage to your health, and your armor is now 10 instead of 11.
Okay.
All right? That's how
What
that
does your
works.
health usually start at? For some reason, I didn't put my health in. for
Oh,
some reason.
what's
It's your...
Yeah, what's your body and your will stat?
My body is 5, I believe.
Body is
And my
5.
will is 8.
Is it here? 5 and 8. Okay. Let me check.
No, body is 6. Sorry. 6 and 8.
Hold on. I need my book. I'll be right
Sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, I need to get a clarification off him about martial arts because I have like another attack that says specifically costs both of your martial art attacks. So I don't know whether I could have done something else.
No,
after
you
that
can't
next week.
because throws are they require both of your martial arts actions.
Oh, right, good.
Yeah, yeah. But a martial
so
arts attack.
eight- The HP was 10 plus the body and will averaged, rounding up.
Yeah, there's a chart in
So
the
on
in the book that tells
Page
you.
79.
There it is.
Okay.
That's the one. Yeah. So
Yeah.
6 and 8, you said.
Yeah, 6 and 8.
So yeah, 45 is your maximum.
It's 22 now. Like you said.
Okay. So big damage. Another thing
Ouch.
that I'd mentioned to you guys: if you ever reach half health, you are considered seriously wounded, and that means you take a -2 to all actions.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
Everyone
how,
else just hears
Well,
Doc
shit.
scream.
that's how combat can get really scary.
Yeah, scary. Yeah.
All right, top of round 2. Not a lot is done.
hurt.
Doc is hurt. The smoke is starting to dissipate a little bit, but it's still a factor in the combat. So you're still going to get a -1. But Theo, it's going to be your turn. Do we want to take a quick
So-
bathroom break?
I'm good. Like, think
Let me.
maybe
I'm good.
I'm going to go to the
See.
bathroom real quick, but I can hear you. So tell me what
Okay.
you want to do.
All right.
so I'm thinking Chrome Smash is after me, and he's the main target here. And I'm wondering whether the guys will want to follow him. So I'm gonna dive out of here and book it and say, yeah, come on, follow me. Come on, let's go. And it's like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
dude, if you want this ass, you're gonna have to fucking run for it. Come on, show him what you got. I'm gonna taunt him, and then I'm gonna book it out the. I'm gonna use every single one of me. I'm gonna fucking come on. I want to actually goad him on to chase me out of this place, just out onto the street, like
I think
literally
he's
onto
locked
the
onto
street.
you, dude. Like, I don't think you
Yeah.
need to go.
No,
up
but
and-
I don't want him to get to the door and then go, I want him to because for all he knows, I've
Yeah.
got people waiting out here. He might just be like, nah, I'm not going to chase him out there. Fuck that. You know, like you're chasing somebody through public streets. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get to one of these motorcycles. I'm gonna try and ride it or something. But I'm gonna try and get him out of the fight that way.
Yeah.
We need to thin out these goons because
Yes. Well, I'm hoping once he follows
of
me,
them
we
had
got one
big.
less dude here. So that's one dude out of here.
Yeah.
All
But
right,
also, you're our main fighty dude.
That's also true.
all right, let's see what you can do.
All right.
You want to
so,
move out of the
okay.
way?
I do and I don't. Cause there's both things here. Is that there's still Mooks standing. One of them is blind, so we can get rid of him. Like he's not gonna do anything. But like there's still 4 dudes basically.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way I can see in from like here. Are there any windows? This is the front of a club, right?
No, yeah,
So-
no windows.
Okay, no
You
windows.
could be.
I think you can attack and move after. I
Yep.
don't think you
Yeah.
need to.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just gonna blast past the boss. I'm not even interested in him. I'm gonna aim directly for this dude over here. Maybe this dude over here. Aim directly for him, and I'm just
Okay.
gonna fire my gun at him. So
So
I'm just gonna
just so that you know,
take him on.
he's 30 meters away. So
Ooh,
it's going to be a little bit of a hard shot from where you're at.
I mean, okay, then I'll.
You'll need a
I'll,
26 with the pistol.
20. I think I've actually got quite high in.
If you can do it with luck, and you also use
handgun 14. So no, I'm not gonna be able to do that. So I'm gonna fire into the guy right in front of me. Then I'll fire into the boss.
Okay,
I'll
yeah.
enrage him.
He's
to get
point
him out of this.
blank. You need a 14 or more.
14 or more.
Yeah.
10.
Ooh,
Plus-
that's a critical. Keep going.
10 plus my 10 plus my handgun of 14. Okay, keep going.
Roll another 10. Let's see what
So
happens.
24 plus 25.
25.
Ends. 25.
Okay. With a 25, you blast them with your Malorian knockoff, firing incendiary rounds, remember. So
Yep.
he, first of all, before you do the damage, the blast itself might take him off his feet. No, he's able to hold his ground, but you see him break into the tile floor under him as he tries to, like, basically He-Man the power of that Malorian. But he is now on fire and taking damage. So roll me your damage.
Okay, 46.
Yeah. It's a one shot, or is it rate of fire 2?
Let's have a look. It is one shot.
Okay.
So I did that plus 2. So I can't see because your guys are in the way. What does it say there on the bottom left?
Oh, sorry. You got to roll 4d6.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll do it here. I'll do it here.
Yeah, go ahead. If you roll 2 6s, let me know.
6, 11, no, 16, 17.
All right. With 17, you blast your Malorian point blank into his chest, and you just see him start to catch on fire, and you see the bullet exit out through his back, and he's going to take quite a bit of damage
Nice.
from that. Let me just make some
Okay.
GM notes here.
Yeah, it would be nice if we could move the chat because, the Discord player webcams blocks.
You can move the
can-
webcam.
Also,
I
where it
can't
says
click on it.
game, if you click on chat settings, you can hit auto hide chat.
Also, if you do shift and then the tilde in the top left of your keyboard, that opens up your Discord overlay and you can move all the Discord stuff.
Hey,
I
sweet.
didn't know that. Okay, so
Nice.
he's gonna take. You said 14 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so 14.
I'm thinking, guys, like, with the range of this, like, I'm not really that good apart from fighting this guy because he's right on top of me. 30 meters for a handgun is not going to do anything. So I'm going to make him chase me. I'm going to be like, yeah, come on. Get up. Get your dudes. Get all your dudes. You're going to need them all. Get all your dudes. Send them out there. I'm the one you want. Hey, if you can catch me, if one of your dudes can catch me, I'll walk back here. As he's lying there, I'll say that to him. And then I'm just fucking booking it up the door.
Yeah, so
I want him to order his dudes after me as well. I
Move
want-
your full movement, whatever you want to move, whatever way.
Okay. Let me do this properly. There we go. 12. I'm going to out the door. There.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and taunt him to get him to send his dudes after me and for him. Come on, like, you want me? One of your guys gets me, I'll walk back here on my own. I don't give a shit. Right? Come on, let's do this. How much do you want me? How much do you want me? And then I run out.
Coil, it's your turn.
I got a dude right next to me, huh? Is he still
yeah.
holding on to that case?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Maybe we should take care of these guys first.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at this guy. That's this guy.
What kind of weapon are you using?
I've got the Militech Avenger.
Okay.
So with the guns, I believe with the quality, because the Militech Avenger, I believe, was the excellent quality.
Yep.
Yeah. So that, I think, what it gives you +1, I think, is what I read.
That's right. +1 to hit.
Okay, and then my handguns is 6 + 7, 13, so 14 plus my D8 then.
Yeah, so he is about 20 meters away. So with the pistol, you're gonna get you need a 21. But if you can get a little bit closer to about, what is the maximum? 6. So maybe come right here.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I might as well just move the distance because, oops.
Yeah. Now you only
So-
need so you want to get that close?
I'm just gonna get right up to him and blast him and hopefully knock him off guard.
Yeah, you need a 14. So you get a
Yeah,
plus
because
1.
I mean, he's shooting at me. It doesn't matter where I am in here because he's
Yeah.
just gonna be shooting at me.
Your +1 negates the smoke, by the way. So you'll just, whatever's on the die is what the result will be.
Okay, that is a 6 plus 13. So 19 total.
19. You hit him. No problem. He's blasted.
Sweet.
It is
And then I
a
roll.
point blank shot. And he falls to the ground. Right under here. Roll your
On
damage.
his head.
Okay, so that is 2d6. That is a 4 and a 2. 10,
Oh,
or
it's a
6.
it's a light pistol, huh?
Oh, it's I think it was supposed to be media.
Medium.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Yeah.
Yeah, so 2d6, not a lot of damage, but the cool thing about it is it's concealable. And these guys
Yep.
don't have like crazy.
Oh, it's 2 rate of fire.
You get another shot.
So
yeah.
So I'd roll the whole attack again, right? Or
Yeah,
is it just
exactly.
I fired twice?
So let's resolve the first one. So roll your 2d6.
I did, and that was 6 total.
Okay, with the 6, your bullet just pings off of his armor. It doesn't actually penetrate. But you get another shot.
Yep.
And you did
And that
knock him
is
on his ass.
that is a 4 plus 13, 17.
All right, with the 17, you absolutely hit. Point blank, roll your damage.
That is a 7.
Once again, you're just blasting into him. Pow, pow. And it's just bouncing off of his armor. And you even look at your pistol like, what do I need to get through to this guy? But he is
All right,
on the
I should've
ground,
just stabbed him.
prone.
I kind of fucked up. My gun was rated fire 2, unfortunately. I did 1.
Fire another shot then.
Shit. Alrighty.
Yeah, it makes sense to do it.
D10 plus my handgun, which is 14. That is 20.
It hits. Roll the damage.
Alrighty. I
He's
hate
fine.
clicking this, I'm just going to roll it.
Grabs his footing.
6, 10, 12, 16.
16 damage is big boy numbers.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
With my lovely little 7s.
Yeah. He's going to take a lot of damage there.
Just think about what the actual Malorian would be doing to him, not this knockoff shitty one.
Okay. You blast another chunk of him. You see, like, now you're, like, exposing cabling and other cyberware. The link that connects his many arms, you can see one of the joints is kind of faulty. But he takes a massive amount of damage with that second shot as you run out. All right, so now that coil has gone.
I don't... Is there any way we can click multiple of these dice instead of clicking them one at a time? That's why I'm rolling them in real life, because it's just so difficult to do. Like,
Honestly, I'm not sure exactly how it is, but you can generate more dice here. So here, I got some D6s right here. You can just like click and
you just
drag,
highlight them, don't you?
Control C, Control V. You can copy paste, and if you have them highlighted, if you shake them, you can actually roll it like that, or you press R. You keep tapping R, and it does this.
Love
Triple
it.
the dice.
Or we can load them all in the cannon.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I think you
we
can.
found that.
Yeah.
You can, yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely.
No, sorry,
need to do
holding you up,
death
holding you up.
rolls.
No,
Carry
no,
on,
you're
carry
fine.
on.
Okay, so Coil, you went. Now it's gonna be the Chrome Break's turn. He's not happy about being shot that way, but he does have to deal with Darby right here, right in front of him.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna be like, out of my fucking way. And he's gonna just try to throw you across the room with a martial arts throw.
Okay.
So you can counter
Okay.
it.
Dance out of the
yeah.
way.
He's got an
Go ahead, dog.
So I'm allowed to use one of the counter abilities then.
yeah. Yeah. So you can do a
Dance,
counter.
Darby.
That made
Dance
the
the
leg
dance of
sweep,
life.
so I can retaliate with a leg sweep.
So he's going to try to grab you. So he rolled a 21.
Mhm.
Now you can roll your
Okay.
martial arts to counter it.
Yeah. So that's 13 plus whatever
Yeah, he
this
rolled
will
a
be.
21. And then for
So you need
a
9.
What is that?
counter throw,
No.
9.
Oh.
13 plus 9, so yeah.
Oh.
21
Oh,
or what is it?
13, 22.
22.
Okay, 22. So you do have to get 4 or more on your result as to do a counter throw, but
Okay.
he did miss you. So like he tried to grab at you, and he missed you. He stumbles as you dodge out of the way using your capoeira, and he kind of just like tumbles and falls into this VIP section because he threw everything he had at you, and luckily he was able to hold on to the briefcase as he fell over here, and that'll be the end. Of his
luckily.
turn.
What I'm trying to do.
Yeah, and it'll be Doc's turn.
Okay. So does he take HP damage from my?
From what? No, you didn't. You didn't do any damage. You just dodged out of the way. You didn't do a counter.
So why was I not allowed? Oh, because I didn't get with
To roll
before.
4.
You have to get
Yeah.
4 or
over.
Yeah, I see. I
Yeah.
see. No, I'm getting you now.
Yeah, yeah. So you're only 1 over.
Okay,
or 2
sounds
over.
good.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So
It's Doc.
Yeah. So is Chrome Breaker like on the floor now, or
No, he was able to keep his
Like
footing. But he tripped
Okay.
over trying to grab Darby. Darby just like capoeired out of the way. And so he kind of like tripped on himself using his own momentum and like fell into the VIP area, but was able to keep his balance.
since he's so close to me, I might as well fire at him.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, take him down.
Because maybe, I don't know, these guys will run away.
Now, how much damage does your SMG do? Oh,
No, you're joking, man.
Oh man,
you hate to see
gotta
it.
keep rolling.
You hate to see it.
Oh, Jesus.
No one's ever going to email me again. with the blue.
That's the worst as well.
A 1 and a 10 could be the worst thing you
That's
could ever
the
do.
second time this has happened to me.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah.
want you dead. Blue.
Sessions in a row.
All right.
Ugh.
We know who
Do I
has the
even
cursed
need
dice
to-
in this group.
Every session, he's got a 1 and a 10.
Yeah, you blast a burst into his area, completely missing. The smoke is just a big factor right now, and you shot where
can't-
you thought he would be, but he's not there.
He just has an outline of bullets around him on the floor.
I can't fire again, can I?
You do have rate of fire too. Yeah, you do. You can.
Oh, because I didn't
Thank God.
fire twice last time.
Or do you actually
fired.
want to? I mean, like, you know, it's
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
this
you
point,
fired all
though.
around him. Now you know where he is.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm going to shoot again. Even if I die, at least I said I killed
Look,
a shot
this is
hit
such a
something.
sad, sorry situation. I'm gonna let you do 2 more shots.
oh. See, he acts tough with his "I'm gonna play by the rules" shtick, but like, you know,
Right, it's a 3. However, my shooting's not so bad when I roll out 15.
Okay, with the 15, how many meters is he away from you? Did you want to maybe
Closest
get a
guy
little
to
bit
me.
closer? I think with the 15,
Okay,
you
if-
could.
When you said like that, then
8.
yes, I do want to get
No, wait,
closer.
8 times 2, 16. Yeah, get a little bit closer, and your 15 hits.
Okay.
There you go. Your 15 hits. You need a 14 or more from where you're at. So roll that
A bit
damage.
closer. All right, I'm going to use my lovely 2 dice over there.
There we go.
My Astra Militarum dice. Come on, Kriegers, help me. The one's a 2.
Okay.
And the other one is a 5. So
So
7.
7. You see the bullets just plink off of his armor. They not enough to penetrate. This guy's chromed from the dome to the feet. So your low caliber bullets are not penetrating, but you do get another shot.
Another shot. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, it's one higher. I rolled a 4.
You're good.
So that
You
one
hit.
hits as well.
Yeah, that will hit. Roll that damage.
Another, yay, a 1 6
Okay.
and a 4.
10 damage. Yep, that one actually penetrates. All right.
Oh yeah. Everyone counts. Everyone counts.
And his armor's been ablating too, then, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's why it penetrates. So
Yeah.
he's now.
And he's burning.
Yep. So now he is down. All right. You see the bullets penetrating the side of him, and now you're just seeing like blood and liquids starting to pour out. Some white, pasty liquids from his cyberware, and some blood mixed into it. So it's like this pinkish froth just coming out of his body.
Oh.
But this
I will
crazy
shout that
bastard
way.
he's still standing.
I will shout out,
For long.
is this worth your life?
Yeah, he's a little bit too worse for wear to respond.
No
How
worries.
close is he to Cyberpsycho? Do we know, or is he?
Only him and his therapist know that answer.
Okay.
You want our GM to break patient
Yeah,
confidentiality? Come on.
exactly, dude.
Yeah. I'll ask Aura to hack into his therapist records and see how crazy this guy is.
Well, I don't think I can move back because I moved forward, so I think that's me done, right? Or it's not like D&D where
No,
you
you
have,
can move again. You can move your full move.
Okay, I'll just move back a bit more, so I'm right
Okay.
by this. So these, and I'm ducked behind now again.
Yeah, so you're in cover there, not for him, but for the other guys you are. Now I'm gonna roll odds or evens to see if the net runner's gonna help Poppy. Odds he does. Okay, yeah, he does. All right. So he doesn't like seeing his boss getting hurt. Boss, I'm coming. He's gonna move over here.
Oh,
Happy now.
Over here.
When you said Poppy, I don't know if you've seen Seinfeld. I just had the image of the restaurant owner. Poppy.
Pappy. He is going. Do you have cyberware, right, Doc?
He has a cyber eye. If I remember
You have a
correctly.
cyber eye. Uh-oh. All right. He is going to try to overheat you. Okay.
Oh no.
So he needs a 9. This is going to be D10 plus 3. He's not as great of a net runner.
It's kind of broken out having no cyberware. I know it's got a lot of good things to it, but having no cyberware just eliminates an entire attack run.
No.
Yeah, but there's other ways to
Yeah.
hurt you, so it's fine.
That looks like
Yeah,
a
oh,
1
yeah.
to me.
That's a
Yes,
9,
definitely a
so
1.
he's able to hit you. And that means with overheat, the target is now on fire. They take 4 points of direct damage to their HP at the end of their turn until the fire is extinguished. To extinguish the fire, it costs an action. So at the beginning of your turn, you could burn an action just to put yourself out, or you take 4 damage. You could be like, I don't care.
I will.
I'll take the 4 damage. You know what I
No,
mean?
I will. It will push me over half, so I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, so you're on fire. She's on fire. And
I'm
then
on fire.
we got Darby.
there we go. So, like, Darby's kind of like amazed that he managed to sort of get out of that grapple that he had with Cronbray, and he's feeling good. And I think he will, on the high, actually move his way over to try and help out with the.
He just
it's
walks
getting
over
on
like.
that thing.
Guess I'll just try and.
No, he's at full capoeira mode. He's bouncing away. He's actually doing it to the beat of the ambient music in the club. So
That's
he's
great.
fucking good.
That's great.
I love it.
But as he makes his way, I've got a bit of a GM question.
Sure.
My Armada move, it says that I aim for the head. And -8 penalty. Am I allowed to use luck to negate that?
Absolutely, that's what makes luck so good.
Okay, well, I have 8 luck, so can I do all of it?
Yeah, if you haven't
wow.
used any previously, so you just negated the -8 penalty,
Nope.
so it's just
He's a lucky boy.
don't roll a 1, all right? He's gonna roll.
Okay.
So just to let you know, he is seriously wounded, so he's rolling 1d10 plus 14 minus 2. All right, so we got not good for him. 14. So that negate that. So he's got a 14. You have to beat a 14.
I have a 13 base, so I just need to not get a 1, basically.
Don't roll a 1, baby.
Don't say that. Stop it. It's making me cringe. You didn't roll a 1.
You didn't roll a 1. You didn't roll a 1. All right.
Anything more than one.
So, with that, I deal triple damage instead of double damage to his head.
Exactly.
I don't know
So
what damage I would do.
you dance, you move, you groove, you spin around, and you kick up over to his head with a capoeira kick called an armada. And what is your body stat?
Probably not amazing, is it?
Well, if you're doing martial arts, you want to have a high body because that determines...
5.
Okay, so with the 5, you're doing 2d6 damage, ignoring half armor, times 3 because of whatever it
Roll
is.
So
260.
66 I'm doing right now.
Well, just roll 2d6
Or
and we'll figure it out from there. Because you could roll double 6s, that's the whole point. Yeah.
Okay.
If you do that, then I mean, the guy's gotta be dead.
Don't mix it up with the other dice that are
Well,
Yeah, I got it.
Oh,
Ooh,
my
62.
Oh,
That was 6 then.
So 8
I
damage
was so close.
times 3 is 24 damage. Okay.
Oh, dude.
Hey.
Okay, 24
Herb's off
damage,
his
ignoring half armor. You spin around. Do you have a cyber leg?
No, just an eye.
Okay, you would have done a little bit of extra damage, but with your
Good
with
to
your
know.
capoeira kick, you kick him, and you see his eye just come completely out. One of his eyes come completely out. His jaw breaks off. His neck cracks into a direction that it shouldn't,
Wow.
and he falls slumped to the ground, completely dead.
Now we don't look alike.
Hey, well done. Robbie.
Releases
Everybody did it.
releases this bad boy from his
Yay.
hands.
Alrighty. We got this, boys. We got this. We got this.
From outside the building.
Y'all doing great.
How you guys doing in there?
You're all
You guys are doing
awesome.
great. I hear
Like,
good things.
I've only been outside for 3 seconds. Like, it's
I
not
know,
a long
but
time.
just funny that
It's been a long 3
we've
seconds.
been muffled voice of you. We've got this.
I took down most of his health, motherfuckers.
Yeah, we got everything.
All right,
He's
so
just standing outside.
now the other mooks are gonna have to go. We got 4 of them in total, but they just watched their boss get completely flatlined. So let's see if they stay in the
Yeah.
fight. Guy closest.
You want some of this?
So this guy right here.
He's dancing backwards and forwards.
Yeah,
You want some of this?
Ignorance
No,
is
I'm being
bliss.
menacing. I'm living it up.
Ignorance is bliss. Since this guy can't see, he doesn't even know that his boss hit the ground.
Yeah.
This guy's next.
Feeling the
Alright.
wall as he's trying to work
This
out where he
guy.
is.
Okay. And this guy. Okay. So these 2 guys right here, they see what happened and they go, oh, fuck this. And they just start running towards a different exit back here. This guy, same thing. He just comes out this way and then out this way. Out this door.
Oh, hello.
Uh-oh. Didn't think he would walk into another combatant.
I'm
And that's his
And-
attack.
I'm ready.
Tell you what.
So these guys are out of the
88.
these 2 guys are out of the fight. But the other 2 guys, they want to fight. This guy spends his action to stand up.
Right.
So he can't really do anything other than that. And he's going to hop over the counter and try to get some action here. But since he spent his action getting up, he has no other action. Buddy over here is going to beeline to Darby in his general direction. Remember, his cyber eye's still not working, so he's going to fire at you with a melee attack. doing 3 plus 8, 11. So beat an 11.
And evasion is 12.
Now you can use your martial arts to evade and do a counter.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, damn, yeah, that'd be even better.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'll do a combo martial arts attack. Counter.
Yeah. So
when doing
counter.
damage roll, I'll do... Yeah. So,
So
be
yeah, just
13
first
then.
roll your
No.
martial arts. Let's see if you get 4 or more. He rolled an 11, so you should be able to get something nice. Oh yeah,
Nice.
yeah, you
yeah,
absolutely
8, 13.
smashed it. So you can do a counter. You can do a counter strike, counter grapple, counter throw, depending on what you have access to in your martial art. Let's see, capoeira.
It's just, yeah. I want to do the regular combo.
You have a
counter
combo.
thing.
Yep. When dealing damage, roll an extra d6. Drop one of the results. So roll 3d6. All right. So
Is that
4 and
rolling
3.
them right?
No, just grab them and then press R, and keep tapping.
All right.
Yeah, keep tapping R. No, let go, and just keep tapping R now. Just R.
All right.
There you go,
I
yeah.
see.
Tap,
yeah,
tap,
I see
tap.
what you're
There
saying.
you
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Thanks.
All right, so 6 and 5, 11.
hundreds of
Almost
dice.
got double sixes. Because we're going to drop the lowest result. So you did 11 damage,
right, nice.
ignoring half of his armor. What does the combo look like?
The combo is... I don't know. How would it look like?
Well, if you're doing capoeira,
I
you're
would-
breakdancing, so you spin around.
Yeah. It's very stylistic.
Yeah,
I'm bobbing around. I'm like sort of, now you see me, now you don't, and then I just like do left, right jab, and then maybe like a knee in the stomach or whatever.
yeah. Yeah,
sort
so
of-
he swings his sword in your general direction. You duck under it, kick him in the legs, causes him to trip down, knee him in the head, elbow him in the head.
Yeah.
That kind of combination.
Yes.
And you do some massive
yeah.
damage to him. You see, like, he's starting to bleed from the face. You hit him in a vital, in his liver, so he's grabbing his liver. And
Wow.
that's it for the mooks. We're on the top of round 3. Okay? And that's going to be fine here.
All right. I'm outside, so I see these two guys booking out the door off into the rainy night. So I've run out of here expecting Chronebreak to be chasing me with a load of Maelstrom dudes, and I see them going out the other exit, and I go, oh. So I just turn back around and I just sprint back inside. Like, what the fuck? Like, what happened?
We didn't
I
know Darby
I
was
use
gangster.
Yeah, well, he is when the guy's got like no health. I'm saying nothing. So I'm gonna come over here I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna come around here. And I'm guessing this cover's gone now because he smashed through it, right? The boss smashed.
Yeah,
straight through
we'll
it.
say he
Bit.
smashed through that wall. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I'm gonna point blank just blast into the net runner. It's gonna go
All
absolutely
right,
blast
net
him.
runner is right
Everything we've
here.
got.
So that is a 12 meters.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 12 meters. We're looking
Probably
at
have another not much movement left.
I
so
could
16.
probably go forward a little bit. I've got like 2 inches left. I can go forward a little bit.
Yeah, as long as you get
If it makes a
within. If you get within 12. Oh yeah, you're good. No, yeah, you're fine. You're fine there. So
Okay.
a 14 is what you need.
14, and I've already got 14, so just don't roll a 1.
That's it. How many times have we said that?
Yeah.
Well, look, technically,
I-
you could roll a 1 again, and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Because you had a
That's
15.
not
Roll a 1.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yes.
You failed upward.
Thank you, Mike,
Yeah. All right. Roll that damage.
for writing the rules. Alrighty, 4d6, right?
Yeah, 4d6.
I haven't worked out how to do the other one yet. That is 1, 2, 4, 14.
14 damage. You blast him into into the netrunner, right?
I have another attack as well. I've got
Yeah.
a 2 on
You
this.
blast the
this guy.
side
Yeah,
of
the
him.
net run.
You see the netrunner take massive damage from that hit. He's still standing, but he's bleeding from the side of his abdomen.
Now let's finish this guy off. Don't do it. Don't do it to me.
That's what she said.
Oh, get in.
Literally the opposite.
All right, let's do it again.
Roll it again.
7.
17 plus 14 is a big number, baby. 30 something.
My brain's gone.
Yeah, 30
31?
something.
I think it's 31.
Yeah.
He falls
Must be
down to
good.
the ground from the force of that shot as you hit him and roll that damage.
Now, John, I'm going to try it in the game. Just let me do this.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Whoa!
Oh! Roll me
Tricky
two
set as
sixes. Roll me 2 6s right now. A 2 and a 2, so 4.
Yeah.
All right. You don't know this, but you collapsed one of his lungs with the shot that you took.
Oh, shit.
So taking 20 damage plus the 5, so 5. Bop, 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 bop. You blast into the side of his abdomen, almost exactly in the same spot that you shot him before, and your incendiary round just travels through his body, lights him on fire. You see him fall to the ground, and he just goes limp like a sack of potatoes, dead on the ground, as one of his lungs is just charred to a crisp inside of his body.
I just look around, it's like the whole place, like, and I see the guy dead on the floor, chrome break. I'm like, oh shit! Alrighty, I guess I overestimated this guy. And just get on with my day.
All right. So
Glad
that,
everyone else is having fun making successful
great.
rolls.
exactly.
I'm so sorry, Paul.
It's fine.
Sorry.
You did shoot him. You did shoot him eventually.
You got him a little
did
bit.
shoot him
Yeah, you
eventually.
got him a little
No,
bit.
There are 2 guys left, and
There's always
I'll
one
never wanna-
player, always one player that's just having rotten luck.
All right. Coil, your turn.
So I'm going to. I don't really want to fight this guy if I can avoid it because he probably is more of a fighty guy than me. So I'm going to try to overheat him, and then I'm going to leave.
Okay. So as he jumps over the counter, you try to, with your neural port, connect to one of his cyberware and attempt an overheat. So give me a DV8, so a 9 or more.
So that is 5 plus 4, so 9.
All right, 9. Perfect. You absolutely take care of him. He's on fire. You see one of his cyberware just overheat his cyberarm, and the fire just spreads throughout the rest of his body. And he's like, ah, shit. And you jump over the counter and you can move.
Yeah, I'm going to move. What is my move? Is 7.
So 14.
That's.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
I'm going to head this way because I'm going to head towards this
Yep.
briefcase so we can grab it and run.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're going to come back eventually after all of the horror, the sounds of horror that they've been. We
Yeah.
also don't know whether he's called them in, do we? Because
Yeah,
he could have been on the line the entire time.
But
I
you
doubt
do
it.
know
He's such an
that
arrogant
this is the
arsehole.
top of round 3, so it's only been 9 seconds of real time. All this.
Okay.
So judging what Slink did in a couple of seconds, I mean, we could be knee deep in
Yeah, the Netrunner.
in chromed up goons round about now.
Okay.
Well, he was actively doing stuff. He set Doc
Yeah.
on fire and
Oh yeah.
ran over.
Now, what you mean is he was doing stuff to Doc, and then like not doing anything else.
Yeah.
That's it.
Doc's the
People always
tank.
doing stuff to
He
me.
takes all of it. And then
All right.
we just
Speaking of Doc, you are on fire.
I'm on fire. I'm putting myself on fire.
All right. You
That was
use an
an
action to put yourself out, so you won't take that 4 damage, but you can still move.
Okay. So I can't shoot. So I can't stay where I am and shoot.
Yeah.
It's
No,
just
you can,
one
but you'll
action.
take 4 damage. So if you do want to take 4 damage.
No.
Okay.
I will not take that 4 damage because I'm already looking not that great.
It's pretty badass to stay on
Um,
fire and be like, I don't care.
Well, yeah, we were
No,
kind
Doc-
of like at the end of combat. You know, if you wanted
But
to.
he
No, Doc
already
kind of
took-
cares.
No, he took
Yeah,
damage
Doc
already.
cares about.
Yeah.
He's bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm almost on half health, and that was from one shot from that shotgun.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I lost audio.
I think I'll stay where I am
Okay, so what's your next move, Doc? You move over there. It will cost an action to pick up the briefcase, so you're done with
Which I don't have.
your actions there. Next is the runner, but he's dead, so it's Darby.
Okay.
Another capoeira kill, Darby.
I'm trying to think what would he do in this situation. So the guy that's behind the counter, he's
On fire.
He's on
But the
fire.
other guy right in front of you.
He's busy. There's a
Yeah.
guy right in front of you who's blind.
yeah. So he's obviously not very.
Yeah, he's definitely
Threatening.
not a threat. He's blind and injured.
I can't reach him either.
You're just gonna beat on the
maybe just
blind
finish
guy.
him off. Yeah. I guess.
Beat on the blind guy, yeah. You know.
I'm gonna teach
So
you a
this guy
lesson.
in the doorway is running away, isn't he?
Yeah. Those
Okay,
two
yeah,
guys
he's
are
bo-
running.
Yeah, those two guys are running away. Their back is
Good.
towards you. Sorry, I should turn them this way.
They're running away upside down.
Yeah.
They've got the new cyber implants on
That's
the
it.
shoulders that like claws come up as they run.
Running away on the hands.
I think I'll probably just
Literally,
do a
Dr.
regular
Zoidberg running
martial
away.
arts combo on him then.
Oh no.
Do it.
So
Yeah.
regular martial arts combo would be
It's just your martial arts, and he has to evade. He's at a -2, which I don't think he's gonna
9
make. He's
plus
not gonna make
13,
it.
So yeah,
So roll 3d6 and drop the lowest.
It's gonna fucking
so I
annihilate
highlight
this
these
dude's
and
head.
then
Another 11,
Oh my
dude.
God.
Holy cow.
nice
God.
and max. Yeah.
So yeah, you give him one in the belly, one in the head, one in the belly again, and he just slumps over, losing his breath.
I'm just treating him as one of those, them kung fu dummies with all the wood. Like
Yeah.
I'm literally just doing that to him as if he's a
He
practice
crumples
sort of
to the
dummy right now.
ground, and with all his injuries bleeding out, and the more you've attacked him, he's gone. He's unconscious.
Nice.
He's gone. That's like the most chilling way to say PC is dead.
Go to sleep.
He's gone.
I whisper.
No more tears. No more tears.
He's gone.
Okay.
All right. You still have a little bit of a move action, I believe.
Yeah, I'll head over this way. I'll get a bit of cover behind this counter should he shoot anything, but at least I'm closing the distance on him.
Okay. This guy is going to use his action to put himself out, and there's no use rolling to see if he's going to stay in the fight. He's smart enough to know that he's not going to make it, so he's going to spend his next action just running this way. And then these two guys will spend both of their actions to just go double their movement and get out of here. So one this way, one that way. One here, one here. Yeah. So that guy's out the door. All right. So top of the round 4. You're starting to hear sirens in the distance.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
As,
Can
you
I
guys have made a lot of
can I-
noise.
Can I
Backdoor.
actually? I don't know whether I want to do this, but I was going to say maybe Slink gets the case, and I give my round to Doc so we can at least get one kill on this guy as he's running away. That'd be the ultimate
Don't worry
cyberpunk thing to do. No, just like the ultimate alpha group move thing to do. Like, hey, everyone, step back. This last one, just like clowning on them before we leave, or should we just fucking go? I don't mind.
Or should we give him a
Yeah.
message? Pass
No.
on to the
That's what I mean.
maelstrom? No, like actually tell him, don't mess with those guys anymore because you know what's coming.
Order from a rafter.
Yeah, I'll shout. So go on. Yeah, I'll shout him as he leaves. I'll say, hey, stop. So I drain my gun on him, say, stop. And if he doesn't stop, I'll just shout at him as he's leaving. But does he stop if I shoot near him?
Are you doing a cowboy thing, shooting at his feet?
Yeah.
Why don't you shoot him right in the foot?
Are you muted, John? I think you're muted.
No, he's not
Yeah,
muted.
we can't hear you for some reason.
We just can't hear him. For
Yeah, we
some
can't
reason.
hear you.
My
He's
bad.
probably
I
been
forgot I
sat
was
there
muted.
wondering why we're talking
So
over him.
roll me a persuasion at a +1, and as long as you don't roll a 1, he rolled a 1. So as long as you don't roll a 1, we don't have to do math.
Oh, okay, well, let's just roll it then. No. Hey! I just shoot him.
Why are you making me do math, dude? Well, he got a 12 total. He got a 12. So just do a 12.
So I got a persuasion, was it?
Yeah.
I got a 15.
Okay,
with that.
you're fine.
Did you roll your
fire
second
around
die
him,
to manage?
and he stops, puts his hands up, drops his weapons, and goes,
I
hey,
say-
to him, look, it's not worth it, all right? Just let me go.
Dude, it's fine. I'm not going to kill you, right? Just take a message for me. I know you guys know a ratter somewhere down the line. Tell him he's a fucking piece of shit. And if he does this again, he will end up just like this motherfucker over here with his brains laid out all over a dance floor. Do you understand me? Now fuck off before I change my mind.
You got it, Troom.
just-
I'll let him know. I'll let him know. And then he
Off you
just
fuck. All right,
he
goodbye.
doesn't wait for you to change your mind. He books it out of there.
All right,
No, the
let's
sirens are
book-
getting a little
Darby's
bit
not very
closer. They're still
sociable.
off
He'll
in the
just shout,
distance.
yeah.
Back door.
Who's got the case? Let's go.
I got the case, and I'm also patting down the wannabe Kerry just to see
Cromberg.
if he's got anything on him. That's nice.
Yeah.
So, so Buddy over here, he has a vibro knife tucked into his back pocket. You pull it out, it has a big Maelstrom logo on it, and basically it's a knife that does 2d6 plus 2 damage.
Oh, fancy.
Okay,
Nice.
keep that in mind. Somebody can keep that. Anything else you guys want to do before you leave?
I was gonna. I was probably gonna check if the Netrunner had anything useful.
I'm so
Probably
glad you
not,
did that. I'm so glad you did that. Because of that, I have. Oh, where is it? I didn't print it. All right, hold. Just
The
hold.
actual Malorian.
Hold on, boys.
Keys to a new
Just a
car,
second here.
Yeah.
because we have no way to get out. We haven't got a ride, so we're running away on the tram or
Yeah,
something.
on foot is not.
They all
so
run
bad.
away.
Let's see here.
I'll take the vibro knife if no one else is calling dibs.
I'm not calling dibs.
I'm not calling dibs.
I can take it.
I am not a stabby.
Whoever's, I think it should go to whoever's the most hand to hand. Seems like you are. So
Who's the most stabby of
Yeah.
us?
Jeez.
Okay, so you
Does
check
that have
his
an
body.
ROF of 2? Oh, pardon.
Coil, you check his body and you see his cyber deck, the Gothix 4450.
Oh, I'll
Okay,
be taking that.
it is a very powerful cyber deck. It gives you +1 net actions
Oh, damn.
if
Ooh.
you directly connect to a port. So not wirelessly, direct connect.
Okay.
Okay. And +1 damage to all net attack damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it was
gonna-
sorry. It was the Gothics. I was just writing it down.
I got it for you. Don't worry. You don't have to write anything down. This is yours now. If you look at the
Excellent.
description of the item, when you right click it, where are you? You're over here on this side of the table.
I'm on the other one. Yeah,
Yeah.
there we are. Oh,
If you right click it and you look at the description, it's there. 7 slots, normal cyber deck, +1 net actions if
Oh,
you manually
fancy.
connect to an access point, and +1 damage to all net attack damage, including zap, sword, banhammer, all those things. Get +1 damage.
fancy.
I just I wink at Slink and be like, "You're welcome." And just walk past. Just like my handiwork.
So the music is thumping. You guys have the case, and as far as everyone knows, your job is done here. What's
Yep.
your next move?
I'm gone.
We head
Let's
out the
go.
back.
Go head out
So
the back.
if I before we head out, can I? So if I jack back into the to the net, which I'm going to suggest to them, I want to wipe the footage for everything. I'm just gonna wipe the footage for the night at this point.
Well,
if you can do that
remember,
quickly,
remember,
then yeah,
it
like,
takes you 3 seconds to do 4 net actions now that you have that thing. But you have to go through the black ice. You have to go through the back door. You have to get back to the control node because you didn't leave a virus or anything there. You didn't leave like to change the neck. You could have left a virus saying like delete everything, and next time I get into the net architecture, there's nothing.
Slink. There was a shoot up in a Maelstrom bar. Who gives a fuck? They're not going to investigate this. Let's just go.
Yeah.
But the Maelstrom might recognize us later.
This is Tuesday to Maelstrom. This guy went down like a sack of spud straight away. Let's just go. Like, this guy was not a big fish. Let's just go. We got where we came
As
from.
much as I'd like to erase the evidence, I think we don't have the time, and I kind of agree with Ted.
And we've already got 3 witnesses running down the road, so it's little that we can really do now.
Yeah. All right.
Just to clarify, the DJ wasn't still.
No, he left.
DJing.
Yeah, no,
He's been there the whole time.
That's good.
Yeah, Gorgon is gone. He looked like this, but he's gone.
Yeah, he looks badass.
Yep. Yeah.
More
There was a
chrome
whole
than
thread
anything
with him if you guys decide to interact with him, but you know, there's some stuff that the GM doesn't have to dip into. So anyway, yeah, you guys can go out the back door. There's an emergency exit, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, smoke has dissipated. I'm just gonna move your minis off the board because all the important stuff.
Darby would have wanted to like shoot out or whatever, disable the alarm as we ran, like before we hit that, so that we're not.
Yeah, could I just cut the alarm so it doesn't go off?
Yeah, whoever.
You would need access to the alarm system to do that.
I meant physically do it. With like an electronic security tech role.
Yeah, but it'll take you 5 minutes
Just
to
like
do it.
Oh, okay then. No,
Yeah.
not
Who cares? They're on their way. They know there's trouble.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, if it was something I could just like cut a wire and go, sure. But
Yeah,
if not, if it's gonna be a thing, nah. Let's just go.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So you guys are out the back door. The alarm rings. There's still a lot of smoke in there from the smoke machine. A little bit from people being on fire, literally being on fire.
These things happen.
You know, spreading smoke throughout the nightclub. But you guys make it out on foot as you hear the sirens approaching the nightclub.
Yeah.
And let me just delete all this stuff. Actually, no, I don't want to delete it. I like these minis. But I'm here.
I'm going to change my tech skin back to like muted, blues and grays.
Okay, sounds good. So you guys make it out of the nightclub, kind of in one piece. Doc, anybody who's been injured is bleeding that will need a first aid or a paramedic to stabilize their wounds.
I'll stabilize myself if I can do that.
So you can stabilize yourself. If you're going to do that, it's going to be at a -1 though, because you're doing it on yourself.
Okay.
Can I help him?
You can help
actually,
him.
wait. What's my medic? I have 9 in first aid.
Yeah, you need to beat a 12, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
stabilizing is a 12,
Let's
I
see.
think.
I rolled a 10.
Hey, you're fine. Yeah, you patch him up. A little bit of help from Doc as well. He tells you, put pressure on this wound, stitch me up here, and you guys heal up.
My second dice was a 1, but still.
Well, in that case.
No, because it's the 10 plus the extra one for the 1.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Or,
Just cut my main artery and I'm bleeding out now.
But it was a nice even 20 with the plus 11.
Perfect. So, yep, you did your job. Stabilize his wound. Anybody else got injured?
No, it was
have
just me.
Luckily, no. Huh?
It
Just
was
Doc.
just me.
Your does not get injured.
Although it
He's
looked
running up
scary
the
for a
front door,
second. It did look scary for a second.
Yeah, it
look
did.
scary.
I was.
Dude popped up on a counter and just aimed at me, and I'm like, please don't.
Yeah. All right.
I think the turning point was kind of like as soon as he took that second round from the Malorian, I was like, okay, he's now struggling. We got this. I think we got this, but like
Yeah.
when Steady kicked his head off, that was pretty much over.
That's it. It's
All
over.
Yeah. As
All
soon
right,
as he
so-
stumbled over to the VIP, I knew that it's not like Adam Smasher. We've actually got a chance.
So coming out of the nightclub, you will eventually, if you don't text Arata, he will text you. So like, what's the situation?
Am I doing this? I guess
Yeah,
because I did it
You
last
might
time.
as well. We all
Yeah.
know you want to.
Yeah. So I basically just text him saying, I'm sure you'll get the message eventually, but don't ever try and pull any shit like that again, or you'll end up smeared on a dance floor somewhere. The job is done. We have your arm. Pay up.
This beautiful face looks back at you from the phone call and says, "Come on, Choom, it's just business. If I didn't tell them you were there, how are they gonna find out? How are they gonna bring the arm to you? And you're welcome about the tip about the Militech truck that I made all the maelstroms go and take care of. I didn't hear a thank you for that."
No.
When you called, when you text, I was looking at the arm, you fucking ass wipe. Let's not even go there, all right? Just pay me my money, and let's never just speak to each other again. Let's stay out of each other's way, all right? The next time you darken my doorstep, I will put a bullet in your fucking head.
Oh, but then where will you get all your work from? Remember, I help you.
Dude, small fish, small pond. You're not even living in the pond the rest of us live in. You're amoeba. Your pond life. Go fuck yourself. And I switch off the call.
He sends you a heart emoji in a text and also sends you the location. Meet me here with the arm so we can finish this deal.
As I say, acknowledged. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Now,
We're going now? Okay.
unless you guys want to do otherwise, you can start heading to that place. If there's any conversation you guys want to have beforehand, we could do that too.
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer to get there early so we can scout it out if we can.
Yeah.
Get there,
out
try
of
to
the
get there
game,
ahead.
The stopping power to like Doc's armor and that, is that replenished every fight, or do I need to
you would have to
and
repair it.
things?
You'd either buy a new one or repair it yourself.
Oh, no, wait. Maybe
Okay.
we should stop by the clinic. Because if we want to set up just to make sure nothing goes awry, I could get my rifle and set up somewhere out of range while you guys do the handover just to make sure.
I'm going to be honest, Doc. I think this guy's small time. He's played his hand. Like, that's what he was trying to do. That's all he could do is misdirection. He's a piece of shit. But I would feel a lot safer if you're watching over us from a rooftop somewhere. So I know you're dependable. So let's do that.
Cool.
He tells you to meet him in this alleyway.
Of course, alleyway.
Nice.
Of course. This guy's watched so many fucking mob movies. It's ridiculous. Like,
Do we know the area?
Roll me a streetwise.
Yeah. Streetwise. 9 plus 8, 17.
Okay, and if you guys want to roll as well,
sure, why not? Why not?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
If everyone's getting a roll. Maybe now that it's out of
15.
combat, I'll roll decently.
I know when it matters the
My
least.
streetwise again.
Well,
It's 2.
that's a 7. Where were you, 7, when I needed you? Nowhere. You suck.
I had 5, so nothing.
Streetwise 11.
Okay. So 17 is the highest.
Yeah.
I got 15, yeah.
So with the 17, you know that this is a part of downtown. It's an alleyway in between a bunch of businesses. There's nothing really special to it. It's not really in gang territory or anything like that. It's kind of like a neutral, uncontested zone with a lot of commerce and stuff like that. You know, people don't really want to mess with it. So, you know, there's nothing special about this alleyway to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Where I can set up nicely? Do you know anything about it?
I'll say. It's just generic. No one's particular territory. You might be able to get up on one of those roofs. Maybe. Would I know like if there was one of these buildings was like abandoned, that he could get up easy?
Yeah, with your 17 streetwise, you know that some of these apartments right here, this stack of apartments right here, along this edge, has a lot of like abandoned rooms. You know, some of them are like drug dens and stuff like that. But other than that, every other spot is like a legitimate business.
Okay, then I'll kind of I could probably bring up a map, you know, sort of street view map kind of thing, and just kind of say you probably can get into these buildings here, find yourself a nice, you know, try to avoid the drug dens, but get yourself a nice little perch.
Will do. Sounds great. But Theodore, if I'm up there, then I need you to do something for me. I need you to get a rata to give the money that he skimmed off my clients so he can pay for the 50% I've offered them as compensation.
Awesome. How much are we talking?
I don't know.
That's the
don't know how
problem.
much he-
How could you calculate that?
What happened there?
No! How dare you?
I don't know. Somebody.
I didn't mean to
didn't
do
do
that. That's me. Sorry.
Your
Let's get back to
character
it.
is killing.
It's upside
Did you get
down,
F?
John. It's upside down. This is Inception. We need to get. I go.
Someone has been taking blue lace and things are just upside
Sorry.
down.
Sorry.
Oh, did the game
Sorry.
crash? No. Fine.
Oh,
We'll figure it
No,
out.
no. I'll get the
The
match
match
out way.
There it
There
is.
Your
you go.
character's dead.
There you go.
Killed him.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's got
Their
flipped
head
off
was.
building.
It's that anime scene where the head's been chopped off and suddenly the vision's like upside down because the head's
Yep.
been chopped off.
Hey,
All right. How much are we looking at?
It's incalculable. Who knows how many times
Okay.
he's skimped some money off the top or whatever. I mean,
Be vague about it. Just tell him to give. That
Yeah,
I know
that
that.
guy.
only
Coming
he
off the
truly
top.
knows how much he took, and he'll never give you a straight answer or ever admit to doing it.
Is there a ballpark figure? Doc, is there a ballpark figure you think there is? Because then I'll go with
5K.
that. 5K? All right, 10K. Cool. Awesome. Brilliant.
You just wanted to double what if I said.
Let's go with that. Let's go with that.
There's a dead
Oh,
guy
yeah, you
behind
got
the
it.
dumpster.
You got it.
Oh yeah, you know, it's a
Yeah.
cyberpunk alleyway. You're gonna see a dead body.
Don't wake him. Don't
Okay.
wake him.
So we
It's
get
fine.
stop at the clinic and get the rifle.
Yeah.
If
Yeah, you got
he's
it, dude.
sleeping through whatever has happened to him, he deserves it.
Exactly. He's not doing too hot right now.
If I would,
So which of these buildings are you going to set up on? Are you going to? Which one was it?
Well, I think it was these ones over here
yeah,
that you
these
flipped.
ones that you moved. Let me see if I can
Oh,
lock
sorry.
it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
lock
that's-
it. Yeah, there. Now it can't be moved.
I kind of want to meet Mike because according to this dumpster, he's the best.
Mike is the best.
Hell
It's
yeah!
an ominous
Master
message
Mike.
on the back of the green
There
dumpster
he
too.
is. The man himself.
Fucking Mike. We all like Mike, right? Mike's chill.
Oh yeah,
He's not a Dave.
that's cool. We'll get him
Wow.
on Don's channel eventually.
I wasn't actually thinking of you, Dave. I forgot your name. I was thinking of North Channel, the stereotypical Dave. I apologize.
just the real fuck you, dude.
This is why I call him David, not Dave. This is why. There's a line between.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I want to stay over
No,
in
you're
LA
good.
someday, and I've got
All
to
the
keep.
stories are about you.
Right?
Stories about Dave.
Are you one of the guys that messes North saying all Daves are not bad? Please change the
Oh,
name.
dude. Yeah.
We get one of those every week, man.
All right. So
Every week.
pick a side of the alley you want to start on. Either that side or this
Probably,
side.
probably the
Whatever
one with the
side
cyberpunk
he's
thing.
able to watch from. So
What on earth?
I imagine he's in these first four buildings.
Sure.
So we
yeah,
want to
just-
come from this side. So
Yeah,
they
put your
come from
model. Put your model on top of a building.
Or-
You don't necessarily have to be on the roof, but just for us to know like where you are, and you could tell me what window you're looking out of.
I don't know where my model is.
We're over on
they're
this
all
side.
right here.
Over here, man.
They're hiding
Over here.
behind this door.
Yeah, that's why it made a crazy noise when I'm. Oh, no, it doesn't for you.
By the way, how cool is this alleyway thing?
Real cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Brilliant.
Like, I don't know how I ever played a game without tabletop
Right?
simulator.
As soon as I discovered
Ridiculous.
this, I was like, oh, this is the only way I'll play.
This is kind
Yeah,
of silly.
definitely.
I was
Alright.
telling my mate Liam about this. Hi,
So
Liam.
are you
I
on the
know
roof
said
or are
you'd
you
be
in one of
watching
these
that.
windows?
I think I'm going to be on the roof.
Okay, sounds good. You're on the roof.
You don't want to go too
Okay.
JFK to move it.
Yeah.
So as
There's
you
like
guys
it looks like there's like aircon units here that you could have cover behind
easily.
if you
yeah.
were here.
Yep. So you guys are on the roof. There's Arata, and it looks like
Let's
he's
go.
got a couple people with him.
Okay.
It looks like the dude from Squid Games.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well, funny.
That's what happens when you survive the Squid Games. You become a fixer.
Oh, that's a cowboy samurai. I do not want to fuck with a cowboy samurai.
So why don't you guys give me? Well, before you get that
Thanks
close,
for coming up.
just
right,
start right
okay.
here. Leave your models there.
Oh.
From far away, you guys can kind of see these guys. You don't have to roll streetwise. You guys know who Barracuda and Viper are, because just like you guys have worked together on jobs for Arata, you guys have worked with Barracuda and Viper before as well. And you're putting two and two together. Looks like old Arata hired some bodyguards just in case.
Alrighty.
Sure. I mean,
head on up?
I would too
Can
after
I-
the last conversation.
Do
GM
we need
from
to
the-
roll how we get on with Viper? And...
No, you just give me your personal
I'll-
take. You know, they're pretty much
Okay.
just edge runners like you guys. They're not your best friends or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, okay.
But you guys have worked together, you know. I mean, you can trust them at times, but it's obvious that this is just pure business here. And
All right.
if Arata's paying them enough, these guys will plug you. It's fine. They don't care.
I'm just
Okay.
we walk up and I'm just like, hey, Barracuda, how's it going? Viper, looking amazing as always. Asshole,
Can
how are
it,
you?
Theo?
Good. All right. We have the arm here. Let's just get this out over with. All right. We have the arm. Everything's cool. One last bit of business, though. All right. We know
Sorry,
you've been
just
skimming
one
off
thing.
the top. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, I just wanted to say before we started chatting, I did want to ask the GM if I did a quick scan in my scope just to make sure that doesn't seem like there are any other snipers
cool,
set
yeah.
up.
Roll a perception.
Also. Okay. Okay, just seeing my perception. So that's plus 11 to whatever I roll here. Come on. Roll, you stupid thing.
That's not a
what did I
one.
say? No, it's not a one. What did I say my perception was? I just forgot. Oh, so it's 15.
Yeah, with the 15, you're scoping, you're glassing all the windows, you're looking around the cars. You're not seeing any glint of a sniper rifle scope or anything like that. So as far as you know, you don't see any counter snipers. But Arata, you know, he clocks as you guys are walking towards him. You see him just counting 1, 2, 3, and then he just like starts rubbing his chin, you know. And he says, so either Doc took my advice, and he looks at you, Coil, or he's in one of these buildings looking down at me. What, you don't trust your old boy Arata?
I trust you about as far as I can throw you, and right now, with having no sleep, I can't throw you very far. Dude. So, let me just get this over with, okay? We have the arm. One more piece of business, though. We know you've been skimming off the top of Doc's business.
What?
All right? Maelstrom told us everything, dude, right to Doc's face. He is pissed. That's why he's not here right now, because he'd probably plug your ass. So, how about this? We give you the arm, you give us what you owe for skimming off the top of Doc's business, and we call it quits.
First of all, ouch. For you to assume that I would take off the top from Doc. Me and Doc have our own personal business, okay? If Doc has something to say to me, he knows how to contact me, okay? He's way more useful to me than you gutter scum.
That's fine. One sec, Doc. Can you call in, please? Can you give Erupts a call, please?
Fire a shot near the tires over here.
Viper and Barracuda and the other two chooms in the back, they ready their weapons and they kind of duck for a second.
Oh,
I'm ducking behind the car.
It seems like Doc isn't in a talking mood. So, why don't you just pay up what you owe, which will be 7,500 eddies. We'll give you the arm. You've got what you wanted. We've gotten paid. Also pay us, by the way. That's not instead. We go our separate ways. Nobody dies. No lead gets flown. Everyone meets in the afterlife. Everybody's good. How's that?
Arata looks at you, takes a big drag from his cigarette, throws it on the ground, stamps it out, and he says, listen, if you're done with this whole song and dance, then we can get straight to business. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what information you got from what gonk or what coon, but I haven't been taking any money from Doc, all right? You're going to believe some ganger from the Maelstrom that doesn't even know what time of day it is? Than your old buddy Arata that's been giving you work since, I don't know, the last time that you couldn't find any work in this town?
Can I roll human perception on him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. See if we can.
I'd like to figure out if he's bullshitting too. I want to see if he's bullshitting.
I got a total of 9, so I think I believe him.
I want to see if he's bullshitting.
Hard to read him. He's a professional.
It's perception, right?
Human perception.
Human perception is a stat, and the top, in the social skills on the right side. So the third skill down on social.
It's insight, basically.
Oh, okay. Human perception. Oh, got a 10 in that. Yeah, okay. I'll roll.
Oh.
18.
Yeah, he's lying.
Okay. So yeah, he's looking shifty as fuck. All right, Arata, cut the fucking bullshit. Why would some random goon that we don't know, who doesn't know us, just tell us off the top of his head that you're skimming money off the top? Why? Why would anyone do that? Why would anybody? Nobody gives a fuck about you, all right? No one in this town is going to be making up lies about you. No one's scared of you. No one cares about you. Pay the fuck up before Doc loses his patience. You don't know where he is on this street. He's got his crosshairs lined up in between your fucking eyes. Know when to know just to pay up and walk away and live on like the small-time fixer piece of shit you are. I'm giving you an out, dude. I didn't have to do this. I could have come in here guns blazing. I could have had Doc just plant one right between your eyes, right? We clean up the rest of these mercs, then we take your money and we go. More stuff for us. I'm giving you a chance. I'm giving you an out for old time's sake, quote unquote. All right?
Arata takes a deep breath and considers you, and you just see him slowly unbuttoning his button-down shirt. And as he unbuttons it, he reveals a bunch of C4 stacked around his abdomen, connected to some wires that go straight into his chest. And he says,
"Oh shit!
Talking about cutting the bullshit, Choom. All right? Have you heard of a dead man switch? I'm sure you have. Well, listen.
Unfortunately, I have. Yes.
If my heart stops beating, then all of our hearts stop beating." And you see the other mercs behind him go like, "Yo, what the fuck, Arata?"
Yeah. Did you guys know about this? Hey, Viper, you should feel stupid for turning me down for that date now, huh? Yeah. Yeah, cool.
Arata, this wasn't
right.
part of the gig, all right? You told me there was going to be no bloodshed, that we were just going to be here to make sure that they get the job done. Shut up, Viper.
This is the kind of guy you're dealing with, guys. This is the kind of person you're dealing with. All right. Since you are clearly the lowest common denominator in this city, how about this? We will collect on your debt another day. Some way, somehow, we will catch you without that fucking cowardly jacket on, and we will make Doc right. All right? Doc, if you're okay with that, shoot one of the tires.
You just hear in the comms. I really want to stay at your
I accidentally
house.
muted my headset. I've been talking to myself.
All works out. And,
Would I be able to tell if that Dead Man Switch is cyberware related or if it's just a physical, you know?
It's
Yeah, I was
definitely
gonna say,
cyberware related.
is
It's
it-
going. The wires are going straight into his chest, into some kind of internal cyberware.
Okay.
So it looks like the real deal. Or does it look like he's just...
I'm just wondering if I can short circuit it.
You definitely can.
I mean, if it's going in his chest, then it looks...
But remember,
Don't set it off.
just remember, if
you fail.
if
you
it zigs when it should have zagged, then we're all rolling new characters.
Yeah.
Except for
No,
Doc.
not me.
Yeah, Doc will be.
Everyone but Doc is rolling new characters.
What a turn up for the books.
If it gets hairy, I'm going to try. I'm going to get, if it looks like he's going to try to switch it, I want to be ready
No,
to
he
try
has
to
to die for it
disable
to
it.
go off. I don't think he can do that. He's got to die for it to go off. That's what
Oh.
Dead Man Switch is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'd say that to him. So okay, we'll collect on this another day. We will catch you one day. We'll catch you. Pay us for our job. Take the arm and get the fuck out of my sight. And none of you guys, by the way, if I catch you following a piece of shit like this again, you all should know better. This guy's word is dirt. His name is Dirt. Don't go anywhere near him. Pay up, motherfucker. And then who has the arm? It's Slink, right?
I see. Yeah, I would have taken.
I gave it to Slink.
There you go. Yeah, put it on. Put it on the back of this car right here.
Yeah, that's
And-
what I would just kind of. I'm staying as hidden as I can. I do have my gun in my hands, but I'm gonna kind of set it up on a thing and then keep ducked down because I mean these guys have worked. These two have worked with me before. They know I do not like being in the line of fire. this is not new behavior.
All right, so here's the cyberarm. You guys put it right there on the back, and he says, "So I take this as your letter of resignation. You'll no longer be working with me."
There's a shot
Okay.
that gets fired at the tires.
Dude.
I just dock my cap to signify that's it.
Dude, you need to take a fucking hint. Like, you are not... The amount of fixers in this town who think they're big shit, if you were anything, Arata, you wouldn't need to come to us for jobs. We'd come find you. If you were a rogue or another fixer like that, we'd come to you looking for work, begging for work. But no, you have to sniff around people like us. What does that make you? You're a bottom feeder, dude. Take the shit, give us our money, and go.
He obviously didn't like that you hit close to home, bringing up his insecurities that he's not at the same level as some other fixers. And as clever and as he is, he's still a rat. And you're pointing that out. He grabs the briefcase. He looks at Viper and Barracuda, and he says, "You only get paid if I get out of here safely." And so they kind of just like walk in front of him, and with a disgusting look, they just let him walk away. As long as you guys let him walk away.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
How do we get paid
is he wired as the money like you can do, like the blue eye thing?
Right.
What blue eye thing? What do you mean? Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like if you
No, yeah, he'll
bring up
wire
that
you the
concept.
money as soon as he's out of range or he
Alright,
thinks he's
That's
safe.
fine. That's fine.
How far would this explosion be?
Enough to level all the buildings around. You'd be fine, Doc, but it would be like basically 50-meter
We'd be in
radius.
trouble.
Yeah, I would say a 50-meter
You'd probably
radius.
meter
out of
radius.
mine. I don't think I'd be able. I was so tempted.
Yeah, so even
It
if
would
he's at the
blow up
back of the
this
alley
area.
here, he
I
would
could
still,
shoot
the
his head.
explosion would be here.
I'm gonna wave bye to Viper because I feel like Coil and Viper would have had like a solidarity thing with the snakes.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah. Cool.
yeah. Viper doesn't care about any of that camaraderie bullshit. He barely likes you guys.
That's a lot for her,
Yeah,
I'm guessing.
yeah. She definitely doesn't like Theo.
Basically-
That's for sure. Definitely doesn't like Theo.
But I'll still do a little wave.
And ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude session 1 of Cyberpunk 2087. You will have received the eddies, 1,500 eddies each, wired straight to your account. Arata is a man of his word and has paid you guys. And I successfully made you hate an NPC.
Excellent, excellent. We'd love to see it.
And then
I
Viper Barracuda.
I love playing him, but I kind of hate my own character as well. He's such a douche. but I like playing him.
Yeah, they give you their regards as they leave as well. No blood was shed today, and
No.
And that will conclude the
There's
end
a
of
time
our
and a place.
session. So for those of you that want to know when we'll be back, I think we're slated to come back in 2 weeks.
Yeah, if you guys want to do it before, then you can do. But I'm free every Sunday. But if you guys aren't free next Sunday, we can do it a week after.
Yeah, I think we'll
Next Sunday.
we'll talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll see what's going on. But yeah, other than that, Chooms, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting. Make sure you guys go, you like and subscribe, comment, do all the things that you do. The engagements help us a lot. On North's channel, Northern Exile, my channel, JonJonTheWise. If you want Cyberpunk content, come to mine. If you want hobby nightmares, tabletop stuff, and Warhammer, you already know where to go. Go to Northern Exile.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And thanks to John for a great
Thank you,
session.
John. That was awesome,
Thanks,
man.
John.
Absolute
Awesome.
blast. I had a blast. I love
Awesome.
it. I can't wait to
Great
pick up
jam.
what's
A lot of
next.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
All right, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Later.
All right, bye.
Cheers.
Bye.